What's going on? Welcome back to Skyye Lyfe, everybody. Ooh, I got a lot to talk about today, y'all, and I see I done missed a lot. But I'm glad to be back. I'm gonna let you guys hold on, let me get my glasses so I can read the chat, y'all. What's going on? Hey, Trevin. Boy, I know you better spell my name right. You know my name is Skyye. It might be one of the things that happened with the chat. It'll do that. It'll call me Skype Life. Oh, I'm about to tell y'all in a minute. Hey, what's going on, Miss Lady T? What's going on, y'all? What's good? What is good? Let me give people a few minutes to come in here. Let me see if I got my notification. But yeah, I see a lot is going on. I shouldn't be surprised, but I've been listening, and it's just pitiful. Y'all be glad and be glad that we some solid individuals and we have the spirit of discernment to guide us through life and keep us righteous. um Let me do my intro. Welcome to Skyye Lyfe, everybody. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also, everybody, please hit the like button so that we can when you get notifications when I go live, and also when I put up videos. um the community chat, even though I haven't put up anything in there in a minute, when you go to my page, there's also a tab called community. I try to do updates and put certain things there, comments about things, but make sure you always check my community chat. And I'm glad to be back. Dana J, what's going on? Dana J in the building, y'all. So let me start. Basically, I had surgery. So it's been so much going on, and a lot of people probably don't understand when you go through life and you got like medical issues and you got a surgery pending, that'll mess with your mental. You know what I'm saying? So even though I was there on chat, on panels, I still, when you get off, you still got to deal with real life. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I mentally, now that I'm recovering, I don't had the surgery. I'm like a week out on recovery. And at the same time, it's funny because I was gonna tell y'all, because I know some of y'all do support me and y'all are true. Also, associates, friends, and subscribers of me. But I ain't want to say nothing, because the devil is busy. The devil be trying to wish death on me, you know what I'm saying? Instead of a speedy recovery, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all after the fact, you know what I'm saying, that I had the surgery, and I'm here recovering. Okay, so yeah, I hated to cheat y'all out of that information because a lot of you guys I did want to tell you guys, but you know what I'm saying, Mustapha is out there wishing bad on me. You know what I'm saying? All over my support for Kels, y'all. Ain't that pitiful? That's pitiful and sad. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna change, and I'm still a Kel supporter, and I'm standing on it. And that's really it. What's going on, Angie? Thank you, Angie. What's going on? Thank you, Dana. Um, so that's really it, so I'm back, you guys. I'm gonna be recovered soon, and I'm gonna really trying and get the channel back together and keep on doing what it's always something in life, though, and I want my subscribers to know, and people on this channel know, I deal in real life. That's why the name of the channel is Skyye Lyfe. Okay, because I deal in real life situations and in real time, basically. So in life, you're going to always have ups and downs. Okay, it's just a matter of what you do when you go through them and how you come back. Okay, this right here is part of a major comeback for me, because there's a lot of things I've been going through, and this was like the hanging, you know what I'm saying, when you got a medical a surgery or a procedure pending, it hangs on you. You know what I'm saying? You be like, shit, am I going? Oh, sorry for cussing. Am I going? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to recover? Am I going to wake up? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people that my friends and stuff that know me, I'm talking to them everything, and I'm like, shoot, y'all, am I gonna wake up? Like, what the world? You know what I'm saying? But it's all in God's will. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here by God's grace. And since He woke me up, He, you know what I'm saying? He wants me to get down with the projects that I got pending. You know what I'm saying? So I got some things coming down the pike, and YouTube is one of them. So we gonna maintain the course, but I'll be back on my feet real soon. Everybody is welcome on the channel. Everybody come out the bushes. You ain't got to be in the bushes. You can come up out of the bushes. Everybody is welcome. Don't come in here talking crazy. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of y'all from the other side of the Kels era, a lot of y'all's blocked, so I will not see what you saying in the chat. Even if you do come in respectfully, y'all is out of here. But everybody is welcome. So I was listening to a couple of things that was they saying something about a metro accident. Um I've been of course keeping up with bits and pieces of the Kels case, and everybody all I can say is maintain the course. It's gonna be some ups and downs, and I was told about a status hearing call that from what I was told was just completely. I'm embarrassed. Okay, I'm embarrassed on behalf of the Kel supporters. I'm embarrassed on behalf of Black people as a whole. I'm embarrassed on behalf of the hood and of the streets. I mean, it's embarrassing when you have a situation where you are on a call. Okay, do you all understand that is part of the legal process that is going on? You're on a phone call with R. Kelly's lawyers and people from the law section discussing the case, doing a freaking status hearing, and you are so ghetto, low class, and pitiful with just no class at all. You're coming off of mute making comments. Who does that? Who does that? When the people told me what happened, I'm like, you got to be kidding. Like you have, and I don't even know why I'm shocked though, because unfortunately there are some people in the Kel sector that there's no class, just classless individuals, and that's what they're gonna be. But please understand, if you was one of them, don't come to my channel. I don't want to deal with it. I'm so embarrassed by the behavior. And they told me, Bojine kept saying, please go on mute. She can't hear. How she can't hear? She's the attorney. That's pitiful. That is pitiful. You all should be ashamed of yourself. These are adults. You all are people's parents. And that's pitiful. And I heard it was both sides. It wasn't just people from the Kel sector. It was both sides. But of course, I expect that from them. But you guys just, I mean, that's just, I don't even, y'all, I don't even know what to say. I'm just outdone. Okay. And for you all to say you Kel supporters to interrupt the hearing due to your personal feelings about the case. See, this is what you all have to understand. This case is going to go forward, whether we like it or not, and whether we like how it's going or not. Okay. We have to keep our personal comments to YouTube. Okay, that's what YouTube is for. That's what social media is for. Not for you to get on a status hearing call and to state and make little smirks and subliminal messages and comments on it. That's not what that's for. See, some of you guys just classless. You don't know when to do things and when not to do things, and it's sad. And I can't train you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to be around you. I don't even know what else to say, but it's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And even as a Black person, like, oh my God. I see why they talk about us and act like we baboons and buffoons and and clowns. Like, You guys just, I mean, I guess I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked, you guys. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I'm just disappointed. That's the word. Disappointed once again. I don't know where you come from, who sent you, who your parents were, but I understand everybody is not, you don't come from a good place, and maybe you don't have that any training and etiquette, and protocol, but that's not protocol when you're on a status hearing for anybody. Okay, keep your personal comments off the status hearing. The damn attorney couldn't even hear what was going on. They said y'all was off mute. They said people was on there working, making comments, and just ghetto, G to the O to the ghetto. Sick of y'all. I be sick of y'all. That's why sometimes I be having to take a break, and then I'll be like, I'm back, and then I'll be having to take a break because it's pitiful. I can't even just muster the thought. I'm so glad I won because I probably would have came off mute and cussed and acted a fool. Like, shut y'all stupid ass up. Like, y'all stupid. That's stupid. Who does that? And you want to act like, because what does that make you the best kill supporter? Because you don't interrupted the status hearing? You think your feelings and how you feel about it matters? It don't. Because this case is going to move forward whether we like it or not, people. Okay? And what we have to hang on to is our prayers, God's grace, and Jennifer Bojine and her team, who you guys were interrupted while she was trying to defend Kels. That's what it's going to come down to. We can say what we want on this YouTube, okay? On Facebook, IG, being people comments, all that. We could do that here, but that's what that's for. You don't get on the status hearing and interrupt it. Y'all just, and I'm going to get some names. I swear I'm gonna get some names because the person and people that told me didn't know all the names. I'm just, I swear, but just please just, oh, I hope it wasn't nobody that is subscribed to my channel because that's just embarrassing. But outside of that, you guys, I just had to get that off my chest because it was too much. Like, y'all done brought me out of recovery. I was like, no, that didn't happen. It really didn't. But you know what? Let me drop the link. So if y'all want to come on here and say something, y'all can. Hey, Courtney, what's going on? What's going on? Who was that? Leanne Dream Team for Life? What's going on? Are you new, Leanne? I ain't seen you before. Let me see. Can I put this link in here, y'all? Hold on one second. If y'all want to come up here and talk, because I don't have much to say. I just had to come on there, let you guys know um that I'm still here. You know, I'm still here. Okay, let me see. Oh, Father. Okay, guest, invite guest. Copied, copy the clipboard. Okay. And let me see how I put it in the comment. But once again, everybody is welcome in the chat. I don't have no beef with nobody, you know. We might have differences in this Kale's case, but it's not that serious unless you don't specifically got out of pocket and got personal with me. Then I might have a little sour taste in my mouth about you. Okay. Did I post it? Okay. So there's the link. If somebody wants to come up, y'all can come up and chop it up. And I will come back tonight. And we can go from there. But the link is in the chat. If y'all want to come up and chop it, you are welcome. Whew. You know what? I was gonna talk to y'all about this convoy too. Okay. Do not think, I don't care what president, I don't care if it was Jesus Christ himself came down and got on TV and didn't have no mask on. Understand that the convoy is still real, it's still here, it's still happening. Okay. I understand it's getting warm and people want to act like it's cute and they don't want to wear their mask, but hopefully you vaccinated. Okay, so you could at least have a basic amount of protection. But you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, please wear your mask. Don't protect. It's not, on the convoy situation is not really about you. It's about us. Okay, it's about everybody helping to protect one another, especially the elderly people that might not be able to get out and get the vaccine, and also, children and kids. Let's see, we got somebody. Oh snap! Go girl. We got Angie.
What's
What's
good
going
with it?
on,
What's
y'all?
good with it? Girl, what's
Hey.
going on? Girl, I am well, we didn't know nothing was wrong, but I'm glad you feeling better and you recovering, girl.
Yes, thank you so much. And I couldn't.
Yeah.
I want to tell people, but you know what I'm saying. I said there's too many
Yeah.
demonic spirits there being there wishing I don't wake up.
Yeah, girl. Yes, honey. Yes. These people just that crazy. Yes,
Yeah,
honey. I am finding out. These
yes,
people crazy as hell.
yeah. And I said, well, let me I tell them after the fact, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't want them to, because they might be stronger. They might have a stronger.
Honey, they be outside your hospital bed, baby, with them roots and stuff, baby. These people crazy.
That fine well there, like you said, put it on the whole building, boy. I said, you know what? I'm a fool, but no goddamn fool. Okay.
Right, honey. Listen, baby. I done pulled back on the information. But let me be quiet because these people are crazy, honey. You don't know. Oh,
Great.
I hate to be in jail by some YouTube. Yes,
That's
honey.
Angie. Uh, and that's why I tell people, like, just please leave me alone. I don't
Yeah.
even want my project, because the project won't be YouTube. It'll be you. Okay. Leave me alone. That's all I'm saying. I won't be doing nothing, child. I won't be doing no apps. No. Y'all be like, why Skyye Lyfe on YouTube? Because I'm on this motherfucker ass over here. That's why I'm on his ass.
Yes. Okay. Now look, I'm sitting on the pine bench waiting to be called, so the judge can tell me my bail. That's what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm waiting on the
It's
pine bench
pitiful.
for my bail. What the judge gonna
Yeah.
say? How much it take me to get out now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm here.
That's what you're gonna be waiting for,
Like, just leave me alone, please. Wait, let me see what she.
girl.
I be on Dana channel a lot, and Levi. I used to be in your chat just in the bushes. Abby, listen to you. And okay. Well, you welcome, Leanne. Thanks for coming in. She said I've
Yes,
been
honey. But
too
I was telling you that
square.
something just dropped from the case.
Uh, you said
You
what happened?
heard me. I was telling you something just dropped from the case.
What
So
happened?
so I want me to read it because I already got it up.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
Okay. So this is from yesterday. These are the minutes from yesterday. So y'all get this. Okay. So it says minute entry before the Honorable Harry D. Linen-Weber telephonic motion hearing held. For the reasons stated on the record, defendant's motion for a continuance is denied. Defendant's motion to dismiss is entered and briefed as follows. Response by May 24th. That's from the prosecutors, and reply by May 31st. That's from the defense. All of that's not in there, but that's what he's trying to say. So I don't like the way Chicago do their stuff, because this judge, like I told y'all before, I can tell that this judge like to handle issues, a bunch of issues on one call or one hearing or whatever, right? One, you know. So he don't he his order is going to address a whole bunch of issues where Judge Ann usually do it one at a time, right? Now this was listed under, for some reason they have this listed under the motion to adopt. There's nothing in here about the motion to adopt. So
Now, you got to
so
take
hold
me,
on.
because I got a gap. I've been gone for about
Yeah,
three
you've been
weeks.
gone for a minute. So let me
So,
catch you up because nobody's talking on the streets about this motion to adopt. So let me look at
talking about Chicago, y'all. Move to Chicago. This Chicago.
yeah, this is crazy. Let me look and see is the motion to adopt on the other co-defendants paperwork. Hold on.
Okay, because I heard a motion to acquit was put in for Chicago, and a motion to continue. Is that correct?
Right. She had a motion to she had a motion to continue. The co-defendants have a motion to adopt on the floor. And hold on, let me see. I don't know about a motion to. Oh yeah, she got a motion to dismiss as well. So her motion to dismiss, that's what they are trying to adopt. The co-defendants are trying to adopt that. Meaning they want that motion to dismiss to serve as their motion as well. So let me see if it's on here with them. Let
Now,
me see what it says. Go ahead.
who are the co-defendants?
McDavid and the June Brown.
Okay, let me let
Okay.
Trav. What's going on, Travin? Hey, T man,
Hey,
Travis,
what's
Travis,
up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
hey, you got something to say? We just on here just about to talk about the case real quick.
Oh, I mean, nah, I heard you was talking about the call earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was disgusting. That was distasteful. And you know, I don't know what got into those people, but I think some of us well enough to know that we wouldn't do nothing stupid like that.
Oh,
So
I know it wasn't. I'm positive. I knew it wasn't none of y'all. And
yeah. I mean, of course, people put out all kind of narratives. I don't know why they do that. But I just came on here to kind of address our names that was thrown out there. We know better than to do something stupid like that. So
oh no, I know better. Even if your name would have came up, I would have knew. And you know, I'd have reached out anyway. Like I know.
right, right. That's what I was saying. Like, you know what? Instead of asking somebody or going on somebody's page saying, "Man, did Trevin do that?" If you got my number, why not call me? You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like number one, it was a clear disclaimer that stated that this is an actual court proceeding, that to mute your phone and everything else. Like if you can read and comprehend, you would
Yeah.
have known not to do that. So when we first heard about it, the first thing we said, it's the ops, like it's people trying to portray, like
Mm-hmm.
they're Kels fans, doing that. But then, listening to some people, channels on last night, some of the people actually said they did that mess. And I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, they admitted to doing it. And I'm sitting here
Wow.
come on, man. Like, y'all got to be, I mean, I'm not trying to, disrespect anybody, but you got to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet to do
Yeah.
something like that, and then get on a live and say, "Oh yeah, I did that. I was at work, and I didn't mute my phone, or I thought my phone was muted." Like, even if you
Right.
thought your phone was muted, like they said it according to what we heard several times. What they told us several times to mute your phone. So if, I was at work, so
but I
um
mean that. So that's to be respected. You're proud of that. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
people, yeah, that's weird.
I'm not. I'm not cut from the same cloth with folks. And
Yeah,
I why they don't like me because we not the same. We ain't cut from the same cloth, and
facts,
it's
facts,
okay. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
It's
I'm
okay.
actually glad you came on here to address that, because I think 312 name was thrown out there. 312 would never do nothing like that.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't see any of
yeah.
the crew
Yeah,
doing
I'm like, come on, man.
nothing.
312 is a rock solid person, yo. For
Yeah.
anybody to play with her name like that, knowing that she know better. I mean, if anything, she would have hung up knowing 312, she would have got up off the call,
Yeah.
because she didn't want to hear that nonsense stuff. So,
Yeah.
to throw our names out like that, that's just reckless, man. So I just appreciate the opportunity to come on your channel and say that.
Oh no, you always welcome. You know that. You would know you
And you
always.
get well. I did not know you was sick. Like, I would have.
I know. Well, I wasn't really
Mm.
sick. I just had to have, you know what I'm saying, the procedure. But
Well, we'll chop it up though. You know that.
yeah, we'll chop it. Yeah, we'll
All
chop
right then. And Angie, as always, it's good to see your
Yeah.
avatar.
it. Say right.
That's what I am, baby. I avatar.
Hey,
Right. We
it's good
good
to
to
see
see
your
the avatar.
avatar.
Yes,
Yeah,
baby. A talking, walking avatar, baby. What?
yeah. Hey. I'm just sitting back in the cut. That's it.
Yeah. I know it. I know you. I
Well, y'all
know
go
it.
ahead and get to talking. I'm gonna go back in the chat and listen.
All right,
All
thanks.
right, Kevin.
All right. All right.
Yes,
Okay,
honey.
gotta because the last thing we was on the channel was like New York and the basically the I guess the acquittal and the motion to quit and retrial. So now Chicago is pushing up, you guys. So Angie is
Mhm.
now stating what dropped recently in the Chicago trial.
Just now since you've been on live, this one is dropped. Just now
Oh,
since you
for
was on live.
real?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was asking you, are you gonna read it? I didn't know if you had got a notification or not. But so they have now I don't know how they're gonna do this because they have the hearing for all that took place on the call. Okay, so y'all just put that in your mind. All that took place on the call. You heard them throw out that motion to adopt, and I read that a few, and I think the day before, because I hadn't heard nobody talk about it. I just ran across it, and so they talked about that on the call yesterday. This is a summary from everything. So, what I think, and they got it scheduled for from June 15, at 10 a.m. to he's gonna, I guess he's gonna hear what he's going to make a judgment on all that stuff they talked about yesterday, right? So the continuance, he already denied it. So
Well, let me
and
ask you this
she could
before
do
we
a
go.
motion to reconsider. Go ahead.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. So, why at the beginning of the
Uh-huh.
trial do you do a motion to continue? What are you trying to continue?
She's trying to continue the hearing, right? She's trying to push it back. She's trying to
Oh,
push
push
it
it
back
back.
to
Okay.
November the 1st. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. And I heard that
She's
was
trying to push
denied,
it back
right?
to, yeah, that was denied. Right. So,
Okay.
in my opinion, so knowing how this judge does things, it seemed like he handled a whole bunch of stuff at one time, right? Instead of like one by one, like judge. And I think I had already said that. So what I think that he's going to let the both sides argue the motion to dismiss and the motion to adopt in their upcoming filings. And then he's probably going to rule on the motion to adopt and dismiss at the same time. That's what I think he's going to do. That's just my opinion on based on what I see here and how he does things. That's what I think he's going to do. Which it makes sense, being that that's how he likes to handle his stuff. So,
Now, let me ask you this,
and go
right?
ahead.
Her reasoning for the motion to dismiss, like, is there a separate motion to dismiss that I missed?
Right. So she put in, oh yeah, so the motion to dismiss came out, right? She was trying to dismiss everything but count five because that has already been uh, a motion to dismiss had already been previously put in for that, right? So she's
Okay.
trying to dismiss all the other counts based on the fact that the law that they're prosecuting him under for sexual abuse for minors, she's trying to say that that law, they should be using the earlier version of it, right?
Okay.
Because they're prosecuting him under the current version. She is more leaning to the decision about the law, and is it fair, and all of that. She's not arguing that, okay, the law shouldn't be what it is. She's arguing that people have disagreed with that law because it's allowing people to, it's a lifetime, it's going back to a lifetime where there's no statute of limitations. So anybody can come up 20, 30 years and can prosecute you. And I'm not on the screen, y'all, so I can't see what's going on in the chat. They can prosecute you, can file charges against you, or get charges placed on you based on crimes that happened 20 and 30 years ago. She's saying that's pretty much is unfair, and I think she says that's a constitutional violation. All that, y'all know how J-Bo do. She works
Uh-huh.
it all in. She works
Yes,
it
you
all in because likes to put pressure, like I said, on the
yes,
law, on the
yes,
judge, on somebody.
yes. Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. She's not playing no games with with how she gets down, right?
Yep.
But so she so that's what her pretty much her motion to dismiss was about. And now the judge is giving the prosecutors until May 24th to answer, and then she get the reply on May 31st. There was also, and see, they got this listed as a motion to adopt. So that what that tells me is that even though he didn't mention anything about the motion to adopt, and um it's not on McDavid's file, and let me see, is it on what that man named June Brown? Let me see if he got it on here. Child, this too much, yeah. Uh-uh.
So let me
I'm
right
about to
because
go on vacation, baby, huh?
let me ask you this now. You're saying that there's two different how did you say it? You saying that there's an old charge that they're trying to charge him versus versus a new. Can you explain the difference between the two?
Well, yeah. So there is a law, the law that's out there. They're trying to, unless you gonna make me pull up the paperwork to tell you exactly what it is. That the old law, right? The old law, I think, said that you can prosecute somebody that they gave a parameter, like up to 18 or 25 or whatever it is she cited, right? And that
Okay.
it came out in 1994. When I was going through it and looking at what she was saying, I was like, oh, I caught it. I said, okay, she must be it was amended or something at some point. So I went back and looked, and yeah, it was amended, right? And I think the latest amendment, I think came out in January of 2019. Don't hold me to that, but I think it was January 2019. And they got him, they indicted him in July 2019. So that that current the current law allows them to go back. It's unlimited. It's
Uh,
retro and it's unlimited, right? So there's no statute of limitations.
okay.
So yeah, so she already, she covered a lot. She covered a lot in there, but without pulling it up, I can't, jog my mind on exactly. That's the gist of it. She's saying that that's not what they should be. They should be using the version that she wants them to use, which is the one that was in, I think, 1994, which gives a range like 18 to I think between 18 to 25 or something like whatever it is. But I have to read it to pull it up. But she's saying he should be tried under that, which
why
which would make the girls too old, huh? Which would make the girls too old to make to have a claim. Go ahead.
oh they saying okay. But see this is
Yeah.
my question. They can charge him with the new law because they did. So
Mm-hmm.
what makes her feel like she got grounds to say that they need to charge him with the old law?
Well, that's what I'm saying she's doing. She is she is saying that she has a problem with the law, right? So she wants the judge to I don't want to call it a moral decision. It's not I don't want to call it a moral decision. She wants him to break the law down a little bit more so it can coincide with what she thinks. That's basically what she's trying to do. To be honest,
Right, right,
that's what
right.
she's trying to do. She's trying
Get
to
it to
break
fit
it
her
down. She wants him. Yeah, she wants to show that it's unfair, right? And so
narrative.
here's the thing: unfair the fairness of a law. The trial court is really no place to you know argue that. That's really when you're going up, you know. But
Okay,
she's trying. Yeah, the unfairness of the law. You can put it out there, but you know,
I see what you're
like
saying. Let,
yeah, she's that's what she does. And I see it, I catch it, I got it. I got it.
so this, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look in there and see if I could find the motion, and I'll go back and read the actual motion because that'll be probably a good place for me to start on the comeback.
Hmm.
Let me say hi to Grace Johnson, 312. Mona Martinez, what's going on? If I missed anybody else, hello. Everybody's welcome in the chat. Come in respectful. Some of y'all from the other side is blocked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Come in with your other name if you want to. But hey, Daddy Lolo, what's going on, bro? I'm
That
about to
didn't
put
low
the
low.
link up.
Oh Lord, no, Lolo. I'm sorry, it's Lolo's. Lolo.
Yeah, Lolo that came out. Let me. I thought I put the link in the chat. I put the link in there. Some of y'all want to come up and chop it, but I'm about to let Angie go ahead. We talking about the Chicago case. Go ahead, Angie.
Yeah, so pretty much so what they just dropped is he's saying that he's gonna, allow them to, chop it up. He's gonna allow them to submit briefs to do their arguing back and forth after the fact. And then now,
Okay.
what is this? Yeah, so yeah, that's crazy. So but I like you got to get used to how he does things. It's gonna be different from Judge Ann, but hey, we just got to get used to it.
Yeah,
You know.
it's gonna
But
be.
I was
Hey,
on that call.
what's going on?
I was on that
Yeah.
call yesterday, and honey, I almost died. You hear me,
Was it as ignorant as they say? Because I see traveling.
baby? It was so ignorant. Scott, I looked at the phone. It was so ignorant. I was just looking at the phone. I was like, huh? One girl acting like she was at work on a customer service job.
Ignorant, ignorant.
Ignorant.
That's just ignorant. I'm telling you, when they told me, I was like, you got to be kidding. Like, and I don't even know why I'm shocked, Angie. I'm just like, people. It's like, have you ever worked even in a semi professional job? Like, I don't even know what to say. It's so
Yeah,
that's so wrong. That's just
yeah,
wrong. It's
yeah. It
wrong.
was wrong on so many levels, and it was straight up embarrassing. And if they just followed this, just like mute and don't say nothing, do two things: mute and don't say nothing. Therefore, nobody will be saying nothing, and you'll be on mute. I mean, how hard is that? Just don't say
Yeah,
nothing if you think, and if you think it's unfair and whatever, after the call, you can say it's unfair, whatever, and you can go live somewhere and talk about how unfair it is, how this, that, and whatever, how the people, But at least get a man, a
and
chance, child.
that's my whole thing. It's just like I just don't know what to say. I don't I you say you a Kale supporter, but that's just disrespectful. Like, it's just not protocol. It's a time and a place for everything. Your personal opinion, your personal feelings, your personal comment has nothing to do with being on that call. That's not your business. You
Hmm.
ain't even a part of that. And see what's gonna
Right,
happen, they gonna make it so, and then I hope they do it quick. They need to find a system where you can get on the call, but it's automatically put everybody in mute. You can't even come off mute. That's what they
right,
need to do, because that's
right.
ridiculous. What's going
That
on?
was.
312.
Hey, Skyye Lyfe. Hey, Angie.
Hey, Scott. I mean,
Going
hey,
on?
314.
Hey, Diane. I had a surgery. I'm gonna
So
go come back to it. Go ahead. 312.
I stay woke because you popped in my notification. I stay woke to wait on somebody to go live.
Oh, Lord.
Look,
Oh, no.
I was
So,
down. I would have went. It's
um,
that happened. What's going on?
um, I stayed woke yesterday on my way home to listen to the call. Yeah, I was on that call. Okay.
Okay.
But for this buzzard ass bitch to put my
No B
motherfucking
word.
name in
Oh,
her
oh, wait,
motherfucking
wait,
mouth,
wait, wait. We can't do the B word. No B word. No B.
boy,
Wait.
Oh, Lord.
Who we talking about now? Look, I'm like, who
Oh,
we?
no.
you slow to thinking first ass bum, putting my name in your mouth, talking about that was 1, 2, 3 on the call, talking about you stupid MFs. Listen here, buzzard. I didn't come from the system, okay, dummy? Okay? I got sense. I live here. Why in the fuck would I be on the call being ignorant and disrespectful? That's like being in a courtroom, okay? That's like being in a damn courtroom.
So
You
wait a
mute
minute.
your phone. We can't even have a phone inside the courtroom. So why would I have my phone on loud? I was muted way before anybody got in there. I listened to other cases, okay? For the record, you stupid ass people. I got better sense than that. So keep my fucking name out your mouth, you little stupid ass girl. And you know exactly who I'm talking to. I dare you to bring your stupid ass to Chicago because you're going back with a leaky faucet, bitch. I'm sorry. I said it again. My bad.
Wait. Like, hold on,
But I'm
wait.
not
Don't
playing. That's not a threat. That's a promise. I dare you to bring your stupid ass
right.
to Chicago
Look.
and you gonna get
Skylight
a mouth shot
Walker
for
have
lying on my
no
name. Don't
look.
ever fucking lie on my motherfucking name, you stupid ass buzzard. Or my
Look.
motherfucking name around, bitch. I'm not no slingshot. You know exactly who, and can't nobody save you. Nobody. And I mean every motherfucking word I'm saying. You getting
Oh,
that mouth shot. I dare you to pull up in Chicago and tell me when you here. I'm sick of you bombs. I don't bother nobody. I don't say nothing. Nothing. I don't nitpick. I don't say nothing about nobody because I do have a life outside of this mess. But you're not going to lie on my name about no court shit. That's what you're not going to do. That's where you fucked up at. You could have said anything else and it would have flew. Don't ever lie on my name when it come to no court system. Don't ever fucking lie on me when it come to no court system. And I live here in the fucking city of Chicago. Dumbass people. Slow, stupid ass. That was the calls was so ignorant and disrespectful, it didn't make no sense. Trevor wasn't on no damn call with no damn 312. You stupid ass dummies. Y'all act
yeah.
like ain't nobody else got shit else better to do in life but sit around and wait on a motherfucker call. He got a life. He got some business. Go find you some and beat him, stupid. I'm so sick of these dumbass people getting on the TV on the screen, thinking they relevant.
Yeah, it's a lot going on now, but I
I know
I, I
exactly who was on that call being disrespectful. I know exactly where they come from.
but they weren't from this channel, right? Was
No,
they
they
weren't?
won't.
Okay, thank you, Lord, cause y'all, we don't do that over
I don't
here.
even play that double calling and all of that no more. I've been cut that shit out. But you
Yeah,
bums don't know nothing, so you just say anything out your mouth.
yeah, we don't do that. Not on this channel. Not be affiliated with no ignorance like that. That's just a low level of ignorance. Cause this is
Low
my thing.
level of ignorance. Low level of ignorance. It was disrespectful all the way around the board. But
Yeah.
then to lie and say, I had my phone on you, that just killed it. I can't go to, I took a nap. I got back up. I said, somebody got to go live. I can't even sleep. I can't even get my proper sleep. This is the fact here. I ain't dealing with this one here, baby. You gonna get that mouth shot. I dare you to come to Chicago, honey. I dare
Ooh,
you go. I promise you going back with a limp.
ooh, look, Skylight puts a disclaimer out. Oh wait, I can't even laugh right, y'all. Look, I gotta put a disclaimer out. Look, those are not the views of the channel.
My old boss come from the county. My landlord come from the county. How dare I be disrespectful on a court call?
Right. That's what I just don't understand. Like, do people? This is court. This is still the court proceedings.
Still
This
the court.
is an
It's still the
official
court. Just
court
because you at home
proceeding.
don't mean that you can't abide by the rules.
Exactly. And that's the problem. People don't follow rules, and that's why they be unruly, and that's why they act the way they do in life, and that's why they get the failures that they get in life, because you have to at one point in your life abide by the rules, whether you like it or not. I don't even know what else to tell you.
Trying to be an old captain saving ass clown and don't know when to shut it up. Don't know when to cut it off. If you
Yeah.
knew better, you'd do better. Your name, you want to be relevant so bad, you go to the lowest of the dumbest.
Hey, Elvira. Yeah,
Slow to the most of everything in life, ass dummy.
Shelby, YTF, what's going on? Hey, y'all. Moderators, please welcome people to the chat. I don't know who's a mod in there, but please welcome people to the chat, y'all. I can't keep up with
Yeah, when
everybody.
they hear some cussing, they coming. Yeah, get this message. Get it.
Mm.
Well, I'm glad you came on here and cleared the air. And I just, it's just sad. I
Pathetic
don't
ass bums don't have no. I ain't got no type of sense. No manners. None at all. Whole conversations going on. Like who can be just that damn stupid?
I
You
don't
can't
even
even take your phone in the courtroom.
right. So you think you're gonna be on the call and just talk when you want?
Just
Just
all on the other side of the call, telling them who you talking, who you on here with, like you such a you extra important at this moment. Really? And I don't
well,
give a damn if she was an old woman. She should have had better sense.
yeah, especially an old person. Now I ain't even know no old people was carrying on like that. Now that's sad.
It was the
Mm-mm.
older person on there. I'm on the R. Kelly call. I'm listening to his lawyer. What the fuck?
Wait a minute.
That's
312, please.
that's pitiful.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
damn near threw my phone out the window. I was so pissed.
I know, I know. I would.
312, wait a minute. You just sounded like a damn slave. Say it again.
I'm on the
Right,
R. Kelly call.
right. Oh God,
Wow.
I'm
oh
on the R.
God.
Kelly call. I'm listening to the lawyer. What
That's
No.
the fuck that shit this is? I'm talking about a whole background, backyard conversation. What the fuck? Well, I damn near threw my phone across. Boy, I was so mad. I went to sleep so fast I couldn't believe it. It was
I
like
know.
one of them whippings. It was like one of them ass whippings you get from home and you hurry up and go to sleep. You
Yeah,
so
yeah.
man, that's how
Right.
fast I went to sleep.
Because I probably would have been subject to come off mute, cuss them
I'm
out,
not
and
even. I didn't
full
even
act.
subject to do that. I didn't even do that.
Oh,
I'm so terrified. Look, when I say I'm so terrified of these people tapping into my lines, I'm
now
not finna give these people my voice.
you right. You right. You right.
I
You
got
right.
better
Right.
sense than that. Like you know how these people rolling. And
Yeah.
then we got
Right.
Sleepy Joe. We got Sleepy Joe on the grounds. You know that, right?
Now wait, Sleepy Joe.
Ooh.
Who?
Joe
Oh,
Biden.
Oh
bingo.
yeah, yeah. Facts.
We,
Oh, okay.
Facts.
yeah, got Sleepy Joe on. You know, he probably napped it out on the flight on the way in. Oh, he
Yeah.
ready.
Man.
Yeah,
They
they out here with extra
could
security, tapping with folks.
they
Man,
could
look, don't ever lie on my name, honey.
see
When I
that's the thing,
tell you,
come to town, like she's saying, it's all in. All taps,
hey,
all everything. That's how
everything is about politics at the very moment.
yep,
Yeah.
Better get in where you fit in and stay in your slot.
that's it. Yeah, I'm
This
glad I'm
bum ass, dumb ass, slow ass, ignorant, stupid, ain't got a life, a piece of manners. Oh,
but why? Just why? Like just why, y'all? I just want to know why. Why? Why do you think you for why would you why did you do it? Like why would you do it? Why do you think
and
you was
then come to find out, everybody admitted to who was on the call. So is everybody admitted to who was on there? Why would you say my name?
well,
Because
they
you
got
slow.
you
That's
know
why.
they
You
they
slow.
they gonna have to throw you in there because
Well, what? I have not been around. Like I come in Angie chat if I catch her. If I catch somebody familiar that I'm subscribed to, I go in and speak. That be
right,
it because I'm sleep. I work.
right,
So I don't I'm not around like that. And I got other shit to do, okay?
right,
When I ain't working.
that part,
I got something else to use. I got something else to do. Just leave it at that. Like
part.
these people's is obnoxiously just stupid.
Yeah, it's sad.
Stupid. I'm talking about stupid. They
Yes,
embarrassed that entire call. Okay.
I feel like the whole black generation has got a chink in their armor because of that. Because that I'm just like,
All
because
of
it's
them was not. It was
colored
not R.
folks.
Kelly supporters. All of it was not R. Kelly supporters.
Those was coloreds and those was regents. Okay, that's what that was. Them
Oh,
one. Well, I apologize to the black folks. Those was colors and then was regents. Oh yeah, they told me it was people from the other side, but I'm not surprised at them. They got the brain of a 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised. That's expected from them. But this
no, but
side
the
out
most
there,
humiliating part comes from this side. Okay.
yeah, that's what I heard. I heard the real dum dums
The
was on.
real idiots will come from this side, okay?
Yeah,
And I said it because I heard it.
yeah, that's pitiful. But hey, we'll let them think that they had a moment of glory, but it's a lifetime of shame as far as I'm concerned. And I don't care. They can get on the live, say whatever they want
Get
to
on
about
your live and say whatever you want to say, you buzzard. I don't care with your slum slut
okay.
ass.
I
Baby,
won't be there.
you can't move around not fast enough to ever fuck with me. You can't. You working too hard. Boo, try again. You working too hard. Too hard. You ain't made it nowhere with your slow ass. Slow, stupid ass. Just gonna up and just say anything out your mouth. I bet you get a mouth shot. Pull up in Chicago. You won't lie on nobody else. You better find something else to put in your mouth. That's what you better do. And keep it there.
Well, Courtney, there are when you go on to Pacer, they'll have certain hearings, and they'll have the information when the calls are available to the public, and then you can actually go on the call. I don't keep up with the paperwork enough to know when they happen, so sometimes I miss it. But they do. They put it in the paperwork when they have these calls, and they open to the public. And it's sad because they need to now change it so that because I've been on conference calls where you can't come off mute. It's a forced mute. So they need to get with the
Mm-hmm.
program, update their system, and
Let me tell you something, Skylife. All of that corruption didn't happen until it was R. Kelly time. I was on that call when it was at 60 people. Okay. I listened to other cases. It wasn't none of that. Okay.
because they have a voice in it. They really think that. These people think they have a voice in his hearing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad part about it. It's a false reality that they have. People don't understand. I don't care if R. Kelly was my daddy. I wouldn't have right to come off mute and say anything on that call. Yeah,
Nothing. Nothing. You absolutely have no right. Did you
no
even
right.
hear Skylife?
Huh?
Jennifer was talking. Do you know a lady was on there saying, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Oh,
mm-hmm.
Father Jesus.
I tell you, you got to be motherfucking kidding me. Now she
Father.
act like Jennifer talking to her. Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
did you hear when Jennifer laughed? She laughed at
Yeah,
one
she
one
laughed
part.
it off. Like, lady, can you put your phone on mute?
Ooh, ooh.
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
are you
no, we ain't gonna be
serious?
able to listen no more. they gonna
No, we're not.
they
No,
gonna
we're not.
tell us.
What's
They gonna
sad?
say, no, y'all, it's gonna be closed. I'm like,
Yep.
damn.
We're gonna lock it up.
You make people
Right.
make you
It,
don't even want to say you a Kel supporter because I'm not. I don't know. I gotta come up with another name because I can't be included with that group. It gotta be a subgroup or something, y'all. We gotta come up with because I'm in subgroup A. Okay, because I can't be part of the. You know what I'm saying? Look, Andrew, I can't be part of the man group. I'm in subgroup AB. Okay, I can't
Girl,
do it. I cannot.
girl, okay. I know, baby. I be going through that process, baby. Listen, I'm trying to get my credit straight out here on these streets. I'm trying to back up. Like, I don't know these motherfuckers.
I
Like,
don't know them.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
them.
'em.
don't
I
even
don't
know
want
them.
to know 'em. I can't. I swear to God, I'm subgroup AB. I'm not part of the big KO supporter group no more. That's official. Y'all just heard it here right now. I'm in a subgroup. I can't do it. And I hate to do, I'm not no clicky person, but I'm gonna have to subgroup myself because some of y'all just has carried on and embarrassed, just truly embarrassed me. And I
And
wasn't even on the
you
call.
can't. I'm talking about a call. You're supposed to
Hell,
act like you at court in the room.
and you better not act like that when you in court. Boy, they
No, I'm
gonna lock
saying that's how you're supposed to
up.
be. You're supposed to act as if you're in the
Yeah,
courtroom, meaning
exactly.
quiet. You can't even have your phone on in the courtroom.
That's right. You better
Right.
not.
You
Oh
can't
yeah,
even have your
the
phone
lights up.
on. Like, come on now.
That's pitiful.
Mm-hmm. Picture. That was
Absolutely.
crazy. I was shocked. I don't see how people identify people's voices because I didn't recognize nobody's voice. So I mean,
No, they no, the people admitted who they was. Everybody didn't verify who they was.
uh-huh. Yeah, but when people before anybody even said anything, people were saying it was this person, that. I'm like,
They
how
was
y'all know?
accusing me. Yeah, they was like me. I got
I didn't
accused. I'm
know.
like, what?
Oh, I didn't hear that. But I was like, I was like, I can't tell, anybody, but I always know that it's from this area. It's from this. Everything that goes on, it comes from him. And that's in
Yep,
my head. That's why I was looking at it, Lord, they from him. They from this sector. No,
yep. Mm-hmm.
man.
Yep. The
Mm-mm.
ignorance didn't come until it got closer to R. Kelly. I'm talking about you start hearing folks like they was in the backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You
I'm
start
just
hearing all the background of it. You couldn't even they couldn't even hear you say mute your phone. That's how they was
Yeah.
talking.
They
look.
was
That's why
talking
I
to.
changed my name. Y'all put Skyye Lyfe, aka Khaleesi, because I came in here. If I had my dragons, I will burn them to hell. I send you straight to the hellfire. That's how much disdain I have for the individual who did that. That's just you. That's just unacceptable, and you just need to be just smited from earth. Just burn in the fires of hell. That's just low, and I don't know. I don't know. And they say people be Kel supporters. You can't be. If you don't know better not to do that on the call where his attorneys can't even conduct his attorneys cannot even conduct their business.
Mm-mm.
People, that's pitiful.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Pitiful.
You
Girl,
already
it
gotta hear
is.
all these backgrounds. You gotta hear all these beepings going on and then y'all got conversation going on. Really?
Yeah.
Ignorant.
It was crazy. Well, we got to do um child, I got to do a whole, from what I hear in the streets and what I think is going on in Chicago. I got to do a live in between today or tomorrow because if not, I'm gonna be all thrown off because I be conducting, be live all goddamn everywhere shit now. So I mean stuff now.
Are
Listen, I
you
be
fine?
forgetting where I am. Oh,
This could be
okay. But
video. I just
just the
don't
B
like the B
word.
word. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh,
B
okay. Because baby, I can make a whole paragraph of cursing, curse
word.
words.
Look, and this the funny part because I can too. If you all knew me in real life, you'll be like, no, she didn't say no cussing on the channel. I will get in there and go off, baby. I will cut
And
it up. I
that's
have
crazy.
about a
That's
thousand
crazy. And
things.
depending on my surroundings and my, what I'm talking about, who I'm talking to, honey, you won't hear no curse words. Cause like when I be playing calls from, my friends and stuff like that, or I call them live and stuff, you don't hear me saying nothing, no curse words or nothing like that out. And then, baby, by the time I hang up, I come on this our channel, this right here. I'm like,
Right,
because they'll take you there, baby. Ooh, they'll take you there and
right.
leave you. They'll take you
I'm
there and leave you, baby.
you know what? And I'm a refrain the comment about her because that one right there, we still got a pending. I still got a pending lick for that one right there. Let me say hi to these people real quick. Jojo the Rain, what's going on? It's always some BS. That's a new name. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Everybody is welcome to the chat.
They
Some of y'all
good.
from the other side is blocked. You're gonna have to come in under your other name. Sorry. Hello.
Crazy.
Let's see. Was R. Kelly on the phone? R. Kelly probably was on the phone, shaking his head like pitiful.
I
Lady
you
Earth
can't
beat.
believe these niggas.
I don't
Yeah,
think
he's
he
like,
was in there because they didn't acknowledge him, so I don't think he was in there.
okay. At least
Yeah,
we could save a little faith and Kels ain't hear that buffoonery. Cause
right.
I
I'm
don't
sure
even.
he know about it by now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure his attorneys were like, your fans and
Are
followers
idiots.
are just ignorant. They just,
Idiots.
yeah, we just don't even know. Hey, Sir Miguel, what's going on? She said, this is no excuse for anyone to act like this BS to happen. And that's pitiful. It's pitiful and
Mhm.
sad.
Right.
No excuse. For
No,
anybody, whether you hate them or not. It don't matter. All that wasn't even cause for.
it wasn't. So y'all, we gonna go ahead and we gonna flip back. We about to let Angie go ahead and talk about this Chicago case because I'm still
All right.
curious.
I had
You
just
stay
heard a
on.
little
You
bit.
got off. You know, it's up to you.
Oh, telling me.
No, I was telling that to 312. Sound like she was trying to exit. I mean, you can stay on here if you want to.
No,
We
I
just
was saying though, when I heard when Angie said that call, it was time for me to come up. So since y'all going back to the real part of this live, I ain't want to disrespect it at all. That's why I waited till you brought it up first.
right,
Cause
right.
I've
Well, you
been
know,
waiting. Soon
I'm
as
gonna
one
come
of
back
y'all say
later on
something,
too, though, so we'll be able to get it back in. Cause trust me, y'all, I ain't doing nothing right now, sitting around in recovery. So you know, it is what it is. Everybody hit that like, but how many likes we got? Moderator, let me know how many likes we got. Anybody?
if I
It's
Okay.
was
finna
just
Oh,
go
sitting
up
so
now.
still,
I just shared it. It's finna go up now.
oh, you
and
did?
go up.
Hey baby, they hunt me down.
Yeah, they like,
Uh-oh,
where
it's
is
gonna
she
go
at?
up now.
What's going on?
Finna go
It's
down.
what the
Grace
hell?
Johnson, what's going on? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hello to everybody. I hope I did not miss you. That's why the judge did what he did. 'Cause-
My bad, y'all. I had to make sure I hit the like button.
Oh,
yes, everybody, please hit that like button. 18. Oh no.
No,
We
you gotta update that, girl. You got more than that. You got 27 likes, but it's 57 watching.
That's what I'm saying. I need at least 30.
y'all
30
gonna have
to,
to
No, you
like
need
her up, baby.
57. What the hell?
well, you know the
Y'all gonna have
option.
to like her up. Y'all gonna have to like her up. Y'all gonna have to like her up.
Yeah. The
Like
ops
it up, like it up,
the ops is
like it
definitely
up, like it up.
I ain't surprised.
Y'all
But
gotta
y'all
refresh because I just opened up my other device and it say two people is 55 watching, 27. Yeah.
all right, look, yeah, we're gonna have to wait till we get to 30, y'all. We're gonna do a moment of silence and then we're gonna flip over into the she's I've learned so much about since watching your channel. Keep teaching Queen. Yeah, Angie be dropping that legal knowledge. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying? 'Cause
thank you.
people have to understand this is a legal case. Now we might have all type of arguments in and around the legal points, which are still to me relevant, but we still have to always focus on the legal pieces, y'all, because that's what the case is going. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for hitting the like button. That's what it's going. It's gonna come down to who got the best
Right,
legal law strategy and who wins in the end legally.
right, right,
You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
it.
Because there's nothing that too much you can do with regards to the evidence, and that's just what it is. This is what I said before, and before a case was even before anybody even the trial even started, because when I look at the discovery, I look what's in and what have you. I'm like, oh, okay, they got all of this. They got pretty much every category of evidence checked off. So I said, okay, this is going to be a legal. This is going to be a strategy forward case. J Bo understands that, and Jennifer Von Jean, she understands that. That's
Yep.
why the stuff she comes, her motions, her arguments, all of that, her arguments is pretty much strategic. Pretty much
Yep.
strategic. It's not sitting up here, oh, because of course she got to go through the process of authenticating all the evidence, right? Someone yelled out and said that just because the prosecutor submitted all the discovery that it's factual, and that's not true. Okay, that's not true at all. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, honey. So I gotta I'm writing down. I got to write down all this stuff that I got to address on my lives and whatever. But some people
Well,
gonna be
go ahead
looking
and
crazy
finish with
because
your piece that you was talking about. You was trying to look something up, and then we had kind of got off track because we were saying, oh, the adopting. So you're saying that, and see, this is interesting, you guys. I never heard of this. When she's saying that there is a, did you say a motion to adopt? What was the terminology
yeah,
you used?
right.
Okay,
So
so back.
the other day when I was going through her motion to dismiss. I think somewhere in there, I believe that's where I called it. No. I'm telling you what happened was I was going through looking for something else, and I noticed the numbering, right? I said the numbers are off. It skipped from like 190 to like 194, 191 to 194. I was like, well, where's 192, 193? What's going on? Where's that paperwork? So I went to go look to his co-defendants, and I'm talking about Chicago. There, I found it. So I found 190, I think it's 191 and 192, and these are the numbers of the documents. I might be off by number, but it's towards the end of the file, right? So I looked in there. I said, well, let me click on and see what it is. So it's a motion to adopt, meaning they want to. She put on the when did it come in? Her motion to dismiss, whatever. Whatever she put the motion to dismiss in, both McDavid and June Brown, which is his co-defendants, they put in a motion to adopt. They want to adopt the dismissal, right? That she did the work on. They want to jump on that and say they want that motion to dismiss to serve for their asses as well. So instead of doing their own, they want we're gonna adopt theirs, right? Adopt R. Kelly's own. We're gonna jump on that. Okay. Why, hell, we're gonna
Hey,
jump on.
so you saying their attorney could do that? They could jump on his motion?
Yes, you can jump on somebody's motion. Yeah, you can jump on motion to adopt. Real easy.
But
We
you
like
want
that.
okay, but see, hold on. Let's get real now. From what I heard, they was trying to do a motion to sever. So how you gonna do a
Okay.
motion to sever, but now all of a sudden when you see a benefit, now you want to do a motion to adopt?
Watch out with that sever word, because I don't know why that boy keep throwing that out here. And it is not, it's cut and dry. And I don't went over that with him, but I'm gonna have to go get down to the nitty gritty, with it when I go live. Watch that motion to sever, because it's not just okay. We could do a motion to sever and whatever. No, there are factors and rules before that's even a possibility, before somebody would even one consider that and two allow it. So it's just not that easy. Yeah, that can be a remedy somewhere down the line, but it has to be proven that a person is suffering under a right to a speedy trial. You got to do that to get down to that point, and I'll go ahead and correct that. And I also heard that somehow that by her saying that she is either ineffective at this point or can become ineffective because he won't postpone the trial or adjourn the trial to November 1st. Somehow that is a setup for an appeal. And wrong answer. This is just my opinion, and I'll explain why at a later, maybe today or tomorrow. But no,
Okay.
that is not right. Actually, that is maybe a slip up, because when you say you right now, you have gone on record, because we heard it, everybody in the court heard it, saying that you are actually either ineffective or you could potentially be ineffective in this case. The judge, now she's saying this. So are you going to put in a motion that to either withdraw, or are you going to labor under being ineffective?
Hold on.
That's
Okay, now,
your,
um,
yes, you see what I'm
so
saying? So this is you and your client's decision. Now, if it gets that bad, the judge can step in, okay, and he could do something about it. But this is where her favorite Sixth Amendment and her favorite little quote is going to come into play. Is the client's right to have the counsel of his choice more important than being ineffective? So, in fact, are you going to force your client to choose? So it's kind of You either keep you in place because the judge step in sua spumante, meaning he's going to act on his own free will without emotion from either side. That's what that means. And he's going to replace you because you said that you were ineffective. He can replace you, put somebody there, give him time to hire somebody, and then push the case back. And you still don't get no severance. The co-defendant still won't get no severance because he has remedied the problem. Therefore, there is no appellate issue that's going to be, that's going to grant him some kind of favor in the appeals process. So, wrong answer. It's not a favor for an appeal for him. No, she could have made a slip because if she tried, okay, now she could do this. She could keep saying, I'm ineffective, I'm ineffective, I'm ineffective, I'm ineffective. All that's going to do is push the judge to act. Okay, courts are about remedies all over, both sides, through the judicial system, through the process, through the proceedings. It's about remedies. So stop throwing out that severance word because you think that's what they're gonna do. No.
Now, let me say something. I don't know if y'all caught it, but Angie she just threw a legal gem out there. I don't know if y'all caught everything she said, but you better go back and listen because I understood everything she said, and that's cold business. Okay, she broke down a whole bunch of things about the law in this case, and a great perspective. So I want y'all better go back and listen to that because it was deep what she said. I hope you caught it. But Angie, Elvira Ward has a question up here for you. She says, question, Bojin wants the charges thrown out due to them being time barred by way of the law back then had a statute. And the ladies are 25 and older when they actually charge Kales, question mark. Am I correct?
Yeah, what she's saying. Actually, I got it up. So let me read to you what she said. So you can tell what context she put it in. Hold on, I got it up. All right. What she said was,
That's
go to
right,
that
sir.
section.
Yeah, you just went off, Angie.
Oh, I just went off. Oh, I'm
You went
sorry,
off.
y'all. I'm sorry.
No, but I
I'm,
appreciate it because guess what? You broke it down. The laws about remedies. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Hey,
it's
I'm gonna
about
go
a
back
remedy.
to that.
Yeah, before they even get to talking about, because see, you got to show that the co-defendant is suffering up under a disability. He's being, you know, affected by not having a right to a speedy trial. Okay, when it comes to seeing if that you're suffering, there is a clause in it. There are factors. There are all of that plays a part. Where they because and let me tell you something. If you got a right, a reason, a good reason to postpone a trial, you're not suffering. Okay, you got a
Uh,
good reason to postpone a trial. They don't consider that suffrage. So yeah, so it's not a layup for no appeal.
got
No,
you.
she could have made a misstep because if she now are you saying that do you cannot be effective as a counsel? You said that. We heard
Yep.
it. Is that what
Wow.
you're saying? See, a lot of times when you play a lot of games and tricks and this, that, and the third, whatever, it'll catch up with you. Because
Yep.
now it's on you to put in whether you're gonna withdraw because of this, you're ineffective, or you may be ineffective, are you gonna withdraw? Is your client gonna say, I want her off because she ain't gonna have time to do it, whatever? Is R. Kelly gonna pull that trigger? Because the judge, if he steps in sua spumante, meaning he acts without any request, then he that's his decision, whatever. But he has a whole bunch of factors, and if he can remedy those factors, see, so it's a whole it's a woven basket of things that takes place before somebody just say grants you a severance because the thought process is in the law when it comes to co-defendants, if you were indicted together, then you get tried together. Now y'all go look up everything I just said.
I got
Or
you.
ask somebody. Ask somebody. That'd be better. Don't look it up on the internet because you're gonna get the wrong information. Go ask somebody.
But that's deep though, because that's really almost the same scenario that he dealt with in the New York case. He had all that attorney come in, Cannon come in at the last minute. He also tried to push the trial back. You know what I'm saying? So once again, we dealing with ineffective, no time. Did same scenario. Haven't read the discovery, need to catch up, etc., etc. You know.
Right, right. So let me see. So what J-Bo was saying is that if they were if R. Kelly was prosecuted using what she thinks the law was in effect at the time the crimes allegedly happened, then the girls would be too old. There would be a statute of limitation. That clock would have already ran, and they would be too old to, you know, for the government to charge them on their behalf. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be too old. That's what she's trying to say. She's trying to go with the law in place when the crimes happen. That's what she's trying to go with, and not what it was amended to as for. And what it was amended to is for it to have a not to have uh, a statute of limitations when it comes to
Now that's an
sexual.
interesting situation because I'm gonna have to state this. I agree with what she's saying. However, the law is a dirty game. If they now have that new charge, I mean that new law, and they're able to use that against him, in the game of law and unfairness, they can still use it, unless there's something I'm missing in that, you know. I mean, they could use it because they are using it, but do you necessarily have to use the law that was applicable at the time when he would have been charged? That's interesting for y'all. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but if you look at it now, they have a different law that they can charge him with, a newer law, which is of course not beneficial to him. But it's it's fair game. That's how I'm gonna say it's fair game. Unfortunately.
No, lady, the Lord have mercy, there go my troll, one of them. No, the law was amended. The last amendment to that law was, I think when I looked it up, it was January 2019. And so he was indicted July 2019. That law that he was what it was, yeah, anybody remember? I think it was 19 USC 3283. I think that's what it was. Let me look it up. 19 USC
That's right, sir.
30.
Me, yeah, she breaking it down. I hope y'all catching this. But I mean, if it's another law, unfortunately, it's fair game. But I do, of course, agree with Bojine that I feel like they should use the law that was in place at the time. But that's the dirty part of this whole case. The changing of the statute of limitations, new laws, old laws, the Mann Act. All this stuff is just
Mhm.
all the BS of the case. Sweet
Oh, I'm
dreams, love.
sorry. It was January 16. I'm sorry, 2014, and he was charged. Okay, so they had a 5 year, from the time the crime was founded. So this was in place, and here's the thing: it was it was retroactive, so it went back. So it doesn't matter really when it was put in place or whatever. When the current law was amended, it went back. It was retroactive, so it doesn't matter when it was amended, when it doesn't matter. She's trying to make, J-Bo is trying to make points, right? And I get it, but you got to overcome the current law. And that's going to be hard for her to overcome. So that's what she has to do. She has to overcome the current law that says that you can go back, I don't know how many years, unlimited. Statute is, there's none, and you could have someone charged for crimes against sexual abuse against a minor.
Y'all hear that? Ooh, it's a dirty game, y'all. It is a dirty game.
Yeah, it is.
It is. That's something else, and it's sad, you know.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, y'all. Y'all so sweet over here. Y'all so sweet over here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all so sweet and quiet. Hey, and quiet. That's what I like. I like it sweet and quiet and
Yeah, look, we
you know.
try to be respectful. Now we got our days where, you know what I'm saying, I let them cut loose. But you know what I'm saying, we try to be, respectable people. Cause trust me, if I let everybody loose and if I get loose, y'all will be like, oh my God, what is going on Skyye Lyfe channel? Like, what is happening? If I let look, you see what the how 312 will come out. 312 will come
Girl, you
out.
know.
I get Courtney Love up here. I let Trevor up here, and then I come close it out. They'll be like, "What is that?"
Hey, hey, look at that. I be somewhere ducking. I'm like, oh no, oh no, I gotta duck. Child, it be, baby, I be over there ducking, baby. I be clicking that. I be like, oh Lord, I gotta duck. But
I
they be
swear
fine.
to
Boop, 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 boop.
God, it be too
Child,
much. But yeah, I really thank you for sharing that because I really haven't moved forward towards the Chicago case. This is my question with the New York case. How long does she have uh Anne to make a decision about the motion to acquit or retrial?
she can take her time, right? Because you can always come back and undo what she did with the motion to acquit or in the motion for new trial. So she can take her time. I'm thinking that she's going to do it before she sentences him. It just makes sense. Okay, it just makes sense because they during the trial they put a a a matter of law motion in, which gives her the right to, make a decision on whatever that matter was before or after. You know what I'm saying? So she's good. But I think just how she does things, I think that she's going to make that decision beforehand, before sentencing. And they're gonna let it ride on out to the appeals process. But here's what I was telling people, and I'll get into this, later on. Even after the appeals, right? So when the appeals is going to a higher court, he got one more shot with Judge Ann. It can come back to her
Okay.
on a habeas corpus motion, right? Which is a 2255. It can come back to her, and it's a 2254 for the states. It can come back to her, and he will be right there. And then here's the thing with that: when he does that, he gets to introduce inadmissible evidence. Gets to do so, So the bar is lowered when it comes to evidence for the habeas corpus motion. So yeah,
Now wait, hold on, you lost me there. Now we talking about New York.
yeah, we're talking about New York.
Okay, so
After it goes up, it comes back down. It can come back down. So if he decides, or if she decides, I'm pretty sure they will. It comes right on back round, back to Judge Ann. He gets one more stab at at getting you know a um getting released with Judge Ann. He gets one more stab at it.
so wait, when you saying who can present inadmissible evidence, you saying Bojine?
When they do a habeas corpus motion, right? You get to present inadmissible evidence. You get to argue some other stuff that you
Okay.
really couldn't traditionally or argue on an appeal in the trial court. So so you get to come back right back around to her. You go back right back around to her. So so after this, we haven't seen the last of um Kelly versus Donnelly. We ain't seen the last of that.
So let me ask you this. This is a question that's been lingering on me because everybody from the other side is so happy and geeked up about Kelsey's sentencing. Okay. My thing is this, let's say he gets sentenced, okay? Let's say he gets some time, which he's gonna get time because it's a sentences. Duh, he's found guilty, so he's getting sentenced. So if it comes back to a motion to acquit or a motion to a retrial, does that mean though that sentence gets thrown out?
Yeah. Yeah, he gets
Okay.
either acquitted of the whole thing or whatever charges, or if it's a new trial, she orders a new trial. So
And
yeah,
they throw that out, and then um whatever happens after that new trial will be the new situation.
right. And
Okay.
then during that period, he can also decide whether he wants to, take plea, or they'll try to get him a plea or something like that. They'll play that. They'll play that game too during that
Okay.
process.
Yeah, so we still got an opportunity for a plea deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
During that part, yeah, during that part.
Okay. Do
Not
y'all?
now, not now, but during that part, yeah.
Yeah, during the sentencing part game. Okay.
Yeah, like no,
I
not the
hear that.
sentencing part. No, if she did do an acquittal or a new trial or what have you, that's when he has another opportunity to do a plea. Not right now. That's over with.
I got
That the plea
okay
deal.
because he was
Yeah, that's
found
over.
guilty. That's the
Yeah,
end of that trial. Now it's the
yeah,
sentencing. This new
yeah,
trial, if they come again, he could do a plea or take the option, if granted, to do the new trial or whatever. I
yeah.
got you.
Right,
Okay.
right. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Y'all hear that? Because that was a question that I had. It was lingering on me because I'm like, they so excited about this sentencing. So basically, y'all, if Kel does not get a motion to acquit, and if he does not get a motion for the retrial, I guess so. Angie, it goes. Does that go to the Supreme Court appeal court for chance for an appeal?
Yeah, it goes to if it's a direct, it can go to um circuit or supreme, but most likely they're just gonna probably go pass it through to the supreme court. Well, it's probably gonna stop right at the circuit first, and then so he can get all his chances. You know what I'm saying, to get acquitted.
But you have to
But
get to the Supreme Court. They just don't take all the cases. They gotta approve, right, the case
hmm
to be heard.
hmm
Okay.
right.
Okay. Y'all.
But just so y'all know, I mean, I was looking at the language that they are using, for Chicago, and you have when you look at all these, when you read it, and I'll be reading for to pick up what I could pick up, in the paperwork, because it's kind of hard second guessing somebody's work and stuff like that. But they already using the word aggravated and all this, that, and the third, right? So that I'm gonna let you know right now, it's with Chicago. It's probably like he's at a level 43 now for New York for sentencing. It's probably gonna be something like that too in Chicago. I'm just letting you know.
Now
They
wait.
already got that work,
Break it
huh?
down. It's like we
So
young.
okay, so in the Chicago paperwork and the various areas, I see the word aggravated, aggravated, aggravated. When you start seeing that word aggravated, that plays a part in the sentence in the PSR or slash PSI, whatever you want to call it, depending on what, your state or whatever. So when it comes to sentencing, aggravated, those anytime you stick that somewhere in a crime, that's going to that's going to magnify your original charge. That's going to get you extra points. Like what happened with New York. See, some of his, if it's just regular, right? Take out the word aggravated and all of that. He was at a level 18. I think even a level 32 wasn't life, you know. But when you put aggravated in and some of the other factors, you get a bunch of points, which bumps it up to, which bumped him up to level 43, which is the last level, which is life.
Okay, now
Yeah,
let's because I heard about this point system, but thank you, Andrew, for being over here and explaining this to us. And I truly appreciate you. You are appreciated. My question
thanks.
is the point system. Please explain the point system because I heard them with in a couple motions like that's gonna add a point. Please explain that to us like we young.
Okay, with the point system, right? So you get a criminal history. You get like a point one, two, three, four, five, six, whatever. You get that straight across, depending on your history. So we already know he's at a one, right?
Because he
But
had
then
no
based
prior
on you,
charge and no prior convictions. Okay.
right, right. But then based on
Well, not
your
interest.
charges, yeah,
Okay.
right. Based on your charges and all the factors, the aggravating factors, that is what bumps you up, start giving you extra points, or start bumping you up with the levels. It start making it more severe. You start getting more months tacked on, more months as the probation officer check off all those boxes. And I did a little, a little example with using the tool that you use to in order to see, show like the difference from, like, a person can start at, like, just you got a flat charge, you might start at level 18, right? And then when you go down and answer, or ask questions like, was it, just, I'm just making up a question, did this crime happen in front of um somebody under the age of 5? Then if you check that box, then you get extra months. And and then they also they do take off, like, if you were in if you're illiterate, or your mental state and all of that, they will take off that, if they, so it's not a just point system where it just makes it worse. They also do the point system, they take off points for different things, your history, they take off points for that. So
Now, what point system is, you're saying while he's in jail, you're saying the correctional officers are adding points, or who's adding these points?
okay, so when he's sentenced, the judge, for pretty much all crimes, but definitely more serious crimes, they order a pre-sentencing report, right?
Okay.
So that report tells them, gives them the full scope, pretty much, of your life, to include the charges and the seriousness of them, right? So in that report, both sides also gets to add hearsay in them. So it's a lot of subjective talk that's in that report. Okay, so your side, your defense, is going to try to mitigate, which means they're going to try to reduce the damages, reduce the punishment, reduce, the seriousness of the crime.
Okay.
The prosecutor is going to aggravate it. They're going to say everything to make it worse. And here's the thing: in that report, you get to introduce hearsay. So you get to talk a bunch of stuff, just like when they said that he came up with the title to Aaliyah's album, AJ Number to Number.
Mm-hmm.
Bonjean objected to that, right? She did
Okay.
that in her report. So was you here when that report
Yeah.
came out?
I, yeah,
Okay,
let's talk
okay,
about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, so you saw what she objected to that, and some of the other little stuff. So you could see where both sides can enter in stuff that wasn't allowed in court. You know what I'm saying? They could talk, put on file through the PSR, stuff that wasn't allowed in court. So when you do that, and this
So
just
wait, hold on,
happens.
hold on. So
Go
basically,
ahead.
the charges, I'm sorry, the points come from his charges. So each charge has a certain level of points, and that's what determines his charges, plus the things as the court case goes on. Am I correct? I just want to clarify.
This okay. This is all happens after someone's been convicted. This is when
Oh, this is only
this
after
pre-sentencing
conviction.
report.
Got
Yeah,
you.
this is
Got you.
only after the conviction. So this is when it comes to play. But the part that kind of affects it is when, during or before the trial, they use words like aggravated. They use that type of terminology. They have that in his charges. It was aggravated. That is different than just somebody with a flat out charge that wasn't aggravated. When you register that on that pre-sentencing report, if it's aggravated, you're gonna get more. It's gonna be severe, more severe. You're gonna get more time. That's just how it's set up. So
Okay.
yeah. So this all happens. The pre-sentencing report happens after he gets sentenced, and it allows a whole bunch of stuff because you're fighting there. You both sides are fighting. You're fighting there. Your defense is fighting to get less time, and then the prosecutors are fighting to get more time. So when the and the probation officer that does the report, they get to make recommendations and all of that. So it's a lot of freestyle on that report.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot of subjective information on that report. So
Now, what does the
when
scale go from 1 to what? You saying what does the
to
scale go?
43,
And they trying to say Kels is at a 43 right now.
yeah, that's life.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, that's life. And even when I looked at it, when it came into a level 32, I forgot how many months that was. But some of his stuff came in just flat, like without it being aggravated, without any additional points or whatever. Some of his stuff was ranging like 3 to 4 years, 5 years, whatever. That's why she was trying to get it knocked down because
Mm,
you know you could kind of see that, and you kind of work it out. You're gonna get a better deal, a better come up with a better scenario than somebody than life. But when you done added all that stuff to it, and it comes out you at level 43, it don't get no lower, it don't get no higher than that. That's it.
y'all, let me.
So
Y'all, I hope you guys understand what Angie's saying. I'm trying to ask her questions because these are questions that not only do I have, some of you guys probably have. And we kind of brush over them because when you in somebody else's chat, you don't have a chance to really ask these questions. So everybody, thank Angie for being here answering these questions for us. And I'm telling you now, Angie, you are appreciated. And I want to tell you guys
thank you, baby,
about,
thank you.
okay, she is saying
Thank
right now that he is at a level 43, which is a life sentence. Okay, when he is going to be sentenced on what is it, June 15th? They saying or something that his
you.
sentence
Right.
is the June 1st. Okay, so y'all pray. You know what I'm saying?
But now keep
All
in
we can
mind,
do is
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but keep in mind now, because they changed it to where the guidelines are now, it's not set, it's an advisory. So the judge can freestyle. He don't have to go by that. He can
okay,
freestyle.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's a little breath of fresh air. But my thing is this, y'all. We gotta pray hard for a retrial, and we gotta pray hard for a motion for a quit. I'm telling you guys, and I'm telling you right now because he's gonna. Kels is what 54 right now. You know what I'm saying? 10 years
Mm-hmm.
is life for him. Okay, so
10
we
years ain't
gotta
no
pray.
life.
The man gonna be 64. To me, that's life. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Girl,
care
do you know how many people you got people performing when they 80 something?
you right. You
Yes,
right,
that
but
life.
I'm okay. Let me
Nigga,
okay. I ain't gonna be a Debbie Downer. Okay, now 20 years, y'all. That Kels get set to set
now
on that
20
life,
years,
y'all.
20 years you might be like, oh Lord. Yeah,
Yeah,
20 years you might
but
be,
you're
oh
right. He
Lord.
can still come out and perform, but that it'll be I got to use the F word. It'll be a fucking shame, y'all. It'll be a fucking shame. So we gonna pray, all y'all true chaos supporters. We praying for that motion to retrial or motion to acquit because we got to get up from up under this. I don't expect anything good at the sentences. Okay, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Skyye Lyfe talks to you from a real life perspective. That's my real perspective. I'm not expecting anything good. Okay, just seeing how the tone and the temperament of this whole trial has been, how his whole case has been, I just don't. Okay, that's me. Some people are optimistic, and it's great to be that way. But I'm just telling you that's how I feel. Okay, but let me make sure I catch up with the comments because I think, hey, Big Bad, what's going on? How you
Hey, big
doing?
guy.
He said, question, did y'all know that the Chicago judge once acquitted Daryl McDavis' lawyer in 2015 on charges of coaching his clients to lie?
Oh wow.
We
Oh,
don't know.
Devin Davis attorney is off the chain. He off the chain. Oh,
For
look at
real?
old baby got a question. Oh, look at hey
Okay,
Punky. Punky got a
Jojo,
question.
what will constitute sentencing outside the guidelines?
What will constitute sentencing out of the cat? Okay, so the prosecutor is going to come up with aggravating factors, right? So, and it's really based on the judge. I don't really have an idea how she sentenced. You know what I'm saying? I don't, what she used, her factors or whatever. But it's going to be based on the factors. So whatever the prosecution uses, that would be aggravating. Then she's going to take that into, she's going to take that and be like, hey, based on what they're saying. See, when they do the aggravating, here's the thing you got to look at. When they point out the aggravating, will J-Bo have something that will mitigate that? If they say, well, he was a predator of these underage girls, can J-Bo say, well, due to his mens rea, his lack of reasoning, his rationale, he really wasn't aware that he was committing a crime, at that time, because he is not functioning as a normal person that is 54 plus. He was deceived, and I'm just, hey, listen, I'm just giving you an idea now. I'm just giving this idea. Plus, he was deceived because he was shown fake IDs, or he was told that somebody was 18 when she wasn't. And based on that information, he acted accordingly. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's the idea of a mitigating factor, you know. So that's what it's going to be based on. She's going to take everything into consideration. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Going to take everything into consideration, and then, she's going to go off of that. She's going to, she's going to have to review the case in her mind, and what, is on paper, transcripts and stuff, and she's going to, um,
I just,
and a good thing, I'm sorry, a good thing is that the prosecutor, you hit a 5K letter. When you hit a 5K letter, you hear with regards to, because people don't understand, 5K letter can also mean sentencing outside your guidelines, what going upward, right? Which is an upward departure. When you do it, when they did it for Tekashi 6ix9ine, they did a downward departure, but it's all called a 5K letter. Just one is an upward departure, one is a downward departure.
now that's interesting. Does that have anything to do with like the other the 5K? That's that what is that, like a line of what's the five? Is that a 5K series? Like what's the 5K come from?
They call it a 5K letter. They call it a 5K letter, which is basically asking the judge, they asking the judge to either do an upward departure, meaning sentence you
Okay.
outside your guidelines, but we
Okay.
putting it in formal writing. This is what we want you to do. This is this 5K letter. We want you to sentence upward, outside of the guidelines, where if a person was due to get 10 years, we want you to give them 20. And here is why. And this is our request on left. When it's a downward departure, it's good, and that means they want you to sentence outside the guidelines again, but lower than what the guidelines set. So if somebody's crime come in at 5 years, you want the judge to sentence that person to 18 months. And with the 5K letter downward departure, if the prosecutor signed on to that letter with you, with the defense, then that makes it more apt that the judge would say, yeah, okay, I'll go along with it. They don't have to go by it, but they can consider it.
I'm gonna just say this because I wish y'all could see my face right now. I'm just so disgusted. Cause you all you guys, everybody who has been following this case since day one, this is my point of disgust. Because these thoughts, lying whores, sitting up here
Oh
lying,
no.
got Kels in a jam. I just hate the whole. I'm just disgusted right now, y'all. The whole process from day one. I'm just disgusted. I'm disgusted because it just doesn't warrant a sentence. The poor attorneys, just everything, y'all. Right now, I'm disgusted. I'm just disgusted. Thank you, Angie, for sharing this, and it's clear. It's just clarifying for me. But because just like you saying, the thought lied. And so why, how do you get charged because the thought lied? I
Okay,
mean, I
I didn't
guess
see
you
a
got
spotlight.
due diligence, and you know what I'm saying. You got to do your due diligence, and I guess you got to have a ID reader. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say, and guys, y'all better be paying attention to this, okay? And this is really the what I'm getting to. Pay attention to what's happening to Kels. Understand that this case is already done, okay? And I say done in the meaning that he has been found guilty, so it is now case law, okay? You better have you an ID reader, because if she pop out with a fake ID, guess what it sounds like? And what's happening to Kels, you still accountable, okay? If you don't do anything from this case, you need to learn from this case, okay? You better, and I mean, you better tell your nephews, your cousins, and everybody else. I'm telling you, all my family members. I even got grown guys that's my friends, and I tell them, I'm like, you better keep your hands off these ladies. Don't touch them. Don't get caught in no compromising situations with them. Watch what you saying to them. I mean, it's real out here, and play with it if you want to. Kels is just the first example of this situation. Okay, I'm
But Sky,
disgusted.
here's the thing, right? It's a little different, and that would, be, yeah, right. And I said this myself. I don't agree with none of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some kind of allowances when somebody does that. You know what I'm saying? With the fake ID and all this, whatever. You got to have some kind of allowances in the law that will provide for that, because that is not that's different than someone actually looking for somebody that age. You know what I'm saying? To deal with, right? But here's the thing: what the prosecutors did, they showed and they brought up that he has an alleged history, a pattern history of dealing with underage girls. That's where, if this was like a one off or two off, right? That would be something, one off or two off, for it being like two girls or two different situations at two different time periods in his life. But they're saying, like, that's why they went back. That's another reason why they went back to show that pattern. Because if, I mean, and y'all got to think, right? When these lawyers gonna come into these cases, whether what side, they are thinking about past, present, and future, how to box your ass in. Okay, so just in case you come up with what you just said, right? They went back and they said, okay, if she ever comes up and says that, whatever attorney ever comes up and says that, we're gonna already show from Aaliyah that he has a pattern. So that's going to strengthen our argument that this man knows what he's doing and he's intentionally doing it. So that's going to be, I don't know how she would navigate that part, but that is what they do. I mean, I'm just telling you what they do. I'm gonna be honest
Now,
with you on both sides. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
okay, now
That's what
let's
they
go.
do.
Let's go there. I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm telling you, when people say that word pattern, I be ready to smack them, just all the way back from Kentucky, just smack them. What pattern? Okay, this is my question. Is this pattern established from this New York case? Because let's say, like you brought up Aaliyah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's say he married Aaliyah. Okay, let's say that happened.
Right,
Let's say that happened. What does that? What is the pattern? Because if he married her, there was no charge for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? There was what does marrying a person doesn't
right,
mean you had sex with them. Like, I just don't understand where's the pattern from her coming from with because people use Aaliyah always, and I'm trying
right.
to understand why is she what is attached to her that they trying to use as a pattern, just to say because
Now
she was
I
young.
just use that because what I'm doing, I'm just going off what they supplied in court. That's all I'm going off. And she was one of the people that they supplied in court. So,
Mhm.
but according to them, okay, they also have NDAs with underage people. They also have, so, and this is according to them, that happened over and over over time, right?
I,
I guess
oh,
let's say 30 years.
I got you. Okay, now that makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's how you establish a pattern in a case, you know. And it's better if you got, like, if it's not a hole missing, right? Like, just say if there was a situation that happened in 94, and then you got another situation that didn't happen till 2010. Okay, you know, a defense attorney, a decent one, don't have to be a top notch, can kind of poke holes in that game, poke holes in the pattern. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of knock that out. But if you got something this year and next year and this year and next year and this year, enough where you can establish a RICO claim, a RICO charge, the same thing, then you kind of it just it looks more, and it looks more devastating. What the hell is clicking like this? And it looks more devastating, right? It looks more devastating to the defense, because it's like, how you get out of this?
Okay,
And
now
that's
let
you. They set. I'm sorry. They set those traps, so they want to know how you gonna get out of this.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you Diane's question real quick. When we kind of got a little further from that, what are chances, Kels's chances of getting heard by the Supreme Court?
Mm. Well, I don't want to quote what is it they do, like maybe 8% of all the stuff they get in, was 8 to 10% of all the things they get in. I'll tell you what's his best chances. All right. And this is just me, but I've heard other attorneys come out and say it. His best chance to get in is that new trial, right? If just say the stuff, what I mean when I said new trial, the stuff, the argument that she laid out on as far as the new trial. And think about it. You're not going to just one person, you're going to a bench. You're going to a bench of judges. So the stuff she laid out with regards to the new that she has in a new trial, if she takes that argument to the appellate level, right? She's arguing ineffective counsel due to that Nicole thing. I mean, not well, that surround. She gave an example with Nicole in it, and that jury selection process. To me, the top would be the jury selection process, and then the ineffective counsel. The reason why I
I agree.
said that it is because she is raising issues that violations she claimed happened with regards to a binding authority, the mandatory law, which is the law of the land, the law of the land. That is the bar she set. Now it's kind of, and I mean, she took it there. She
Yep.
not fucking around. I mean, she's not playing around.
Yep.
She took it there. She's saying, listen, she's saying that her client was violated under this law, under the Constitution, under this law, Sixth Amendment. Her client was. So how are you going to remedy this? That's what she's saying. That's she took it that I mean, it's the law of the land. So that would be the best. So I can't. They should listen to that, even
Yeah.
if,
We just
yeah,
don't
they
know.
should listen to it, because that's somebody's rights you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're the one set the law up. You set
Yep.
it up, So you should listen to it, because that's somebody's rights.
Yeah. And it's his life, not only his rights, but his life
Yeah.
behind this. Now this is my question too. What would push, I don't even know how to formulate it right. What would make Anne, even if she approves one of them, might make her go towards the acquittal versus the retrial? Does that mean like she would have to find a more egregious situation to say let's go ahead and acquit it versus a retrial? Am I asking that correctly?
Right. I understand what you're saying. I think I understand. See, if she grants the acquittal, or she acquits him of some of the charges, that means that now, here's the thing with acquittal. Acquittal means you go free. You technically you go free under, with the New York case. We know that he has a hold with Chicago. Well, if you do an acquittal, that means you go free, right? That means it's done. Your charges was, it's like you been found innocent during a regular case. So what happens is, okay, you've been acquitted. Now you can't be charged for the same crimes, because that's gonna be double jeopardy. Probably it's gonna come up to some shit like that. And if there are some charges without a statute of limitation on it, then those are probably gonna be aged out, and then it may just constitute a state level crimes or what have you, right? That's going to be, time barred, right? It's going to be beyond the statute of limitation. But then, so that would be the case. So, but as far as a new trial, you may still face the same issues. But if you go with the new trial, that's just a duo. That's just a
Yeah.
duo. So
Hmm.
that's the difference between the two. One, I mean,
I'm just
one
trying
is
to like, so and basically for the acquittal, and will have to come back and be like, all of this stuff that was done to him is wrong.
right,
Correct.
right, and see that's
I'm saying,
right.
what would her push towards a retrial versus? So would she say, okay, well, it's only 10 items that were unconstitutional, so we'll give them a retrial versus there are 10 items that was done wrong. We need to throw this whole thing out. Am I saying that right?
Right, right. So it far as the acquittal, and she said, okay, well, she agrees with her, and this was wrong, whatever charges are the whole thing. Then, I mean, she would actually find that the stuff that J-Bo is saying in there is actually correct. Now, in my opinion, I don't think she's going Judge Ann is going to quit him on anything on that acquittal that she put in. That's just my opinion. I don't
No.
think any of that is going to fly. But on the new trial, see, you are really, she really hit it when she's talking about constitutional violations of that magnitude, where the mandatory law clearly states what it's supposed to be as far
Got,
as jury selections or whatever. The only thing it is, like, when you get down to the sub questions, and as the bottom line is, did someone, I mean, did someone say that although they seen surviving R. Kelly, although they know about his charges, whatever, can they still be unbiased and make a decision based on the evidence that's presented at court? Can they do that? And if that question answer is yeah, then, but here's the thing, right? When she ordered the questionnaires and all of that, see, there was the J-Bo raised that the people should have been, should have not been able to be impaneled on the jury, right? So, if that being the case, she's got looks like Judge Donnelly is going to compare, the other people that answered the questions, and who was dismissed as a juror and why and all of that. So I don't know. I mean, we don't know exactly how all those people answered the questions and who got dismissed or whatever. Only Judge Ann is going through that stuff, and she's gonna make a decision, some of it based on that.
hmm Okay, so they got another question for you. Why is it necessary to have their trials at the same time but not together? And why has Daryl McDavid not had a trial yet?
Well, one, because like I said, as far as the law, they say if you are indicted together, you should be tried together. And then, also the money is also a factor, always a factor. That's always a factor. It costs more separated trial, and why isn't it necessary to have it? So, and then why has Daryl McDavid not had a trial? Yeah, because he is a co-defendant of R. Kelly. So their trial date is going to be the same day, unless McDavid works to get it a severance, and he's going to have to show that he is suffering really bad by not being able to have his trial right now. Now, this is just what I think. So when I was reading the what she put out a motion to, hold on, let me see what she put out.
But he
I
wanna,
forgot what it was.
but y'all, he wanna try and do speedy, but he also trying to jump on the motion. What they call it, the motion? No, the
Motion, yeah, motion to adopt.
adoption. Yeah, motion
I
to
said, boy, that was a trip right
dismiss.
there.
Jack
Yeah,
Leg.
I said that was a
Boy,
trip.
that's something
That
else.
was
Y'all colored folks do.
yeah, that was
He,
a
he
trip.
yeah,
He,
he done found him a benefit. Now he want to hop on to the motion to dismiss, but you can't wait. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but
He
you can't
slow it
wait. What the
down.
hell? You tripping?
Right.
You
You
tripping?
can't wait what, 90 more days? Oh, people be
Yeah,
making
yeah,
just
he is
mad.
tripping, honey. But I think, let me see, because I got to figure out what order. Forgot, because I said it right the night I called it, when I called that motion to adopt. Forgot what order did it come out in. Let me see. Let me see. Let me
Oh,
see.
y'all, I have to apologize. I'm so behind in the chat. Y'all, I'm so
Girl,
behind in
you
the
are
chat.
behind like a
Hold
mug.
on, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, wait. Is someone? It's correct. Okay, I think we read that. I put an article on my Twitter page. It's true. This stuff is weird and orchestrated. Yes, it is. It is definitely weird and orchestrated. Okay. Oh my God, y'all. I apologize. Okay, Jojo said because he was snitch. Oh, there you man. He talking about the dude McDavid. They gave Kels the worst judge possible, and yes, they did. And she's based on her feelings and not factual evidence. That's right. That's facts. Big guy. Okay, no accountability. So true. Pattern. That's right, liar, liar. I hate the word pattern. I don't see a pattern if they have decades in between the allegations. Well, I know in part of Bojing's rebuttal, she did try and break up the timeline. You all see that Rico was being used like crazy in Atlanta. Who is that, Sir Miguel? Who they putting the Rico on that? NYC. Liar, liar, you are welcome to the chat. If I missed everybody, welcome. Everybody is welcome to the panel as long as you come in respectful. High question. Why, when he was offered 10 years, didn't he take that? Allegedly, he probably would have at least had a chance to sue. NYC, from what I have been following and from what we've heard, we don't believe that he was offered a plea deal. Okay. That information is coming from an interview from a guy who clearly doesn't know nothing about the case. Now he might have had a conversation with Kels about that. I don't know. But from what we've been hearing, he wasn't offered a plea deal. Okay. Nobody has confirmed that. None of the people that know him and that are tied to some of his closest people, because I straight up asked Wimbush, and she stated that she hadn't heard anything and didn't know of it either. So you know what I'm saying?
But you know
So
what? Like a plea deal is normally always on the table. But here's the thing: if your plea deal would amount to, I mean, if your plea deal amounts to like 30 years, 20 years or whatever, you might as well go to court and take your chances, you know?
right,
So, I mean, a plea deal is normally always on the table, but whether it's either whoever, whatever side approaches other, first, but 10 years is pretty
okay,
low. And I don't think that he is going, I mean, and I'm pretty sure he would go in with a negotiation for his past, present, and future charges. And there ain't no way in the world they're gonna get it working for 10 years. I just don't see nothing like that.
right.
That's crazy.
Okay, she said
I
if
mean,
he
if it was 10 years, that's probably why Greenberg quit. Like, you better take
right
these 10 years and get out of here.
better exactly because this
Yeah.
on testimony that Kels left the state right after the marriage. Well, she said if people believe that, we have testimony that Kels left the state right after the marriage. It's the system which is set up under the law which was wrote and created by them. That's a fact, JoJo. And NDAs because they was running lawsuits to get. But this is my thing. Why does an NDA help establish a pattern? Like, why does that NDA have any legal relevance to even be included in a pattern? Maybe that's my question.
So here's the thing, right? Now, normally, an NDA would not be admissible in a criminal case, right? Because it does not confirm whether someone's innocent or guilt, right? But in this case, if they can show how they tried to, how they're gonna, maybe if they introduce that NDA with the alleged victim and maybe some more evidence, then maybe the judge will allow it in. You know what I'm saying? So, but typically, an NDA is not admissible in a criminal case. See, the bar is so low in civil cases as far as evidence and stuff. Honey, they allow a lot of stuff in, child, a lot of stuff. But that stuff is definitely usually a no go over like NYC. Yeah, they always making shit up. Yeah, that's my phrase. People always making shit up, just making it up, lying and making it
I
up.
got a good point right here. 2008 and 2022. Where is the other trials in between? If it was a pattern, facts. The other 50 million uncharged act is enough to do it on top of the documentary. Now I'm not sure what she was commenting on that with the 50 million uncharged act is enough to do it on top of the documentary. Presidential violations. Sorry, had a phone call. I'm back. I see a retrial because I know and seen the bullshit, the way they protected the Texas parents and the info in Bojean's motion. It's obvious that it wasn't fair. Kels could have represented himself. Facts. I agree. She got to see that, man. If she don't, you guys, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I just don't have no faith in the lady. I really don't.
Oh no.
I don't. I definitely don't see an acquittal. I'm gonna pray for one, but I just think she's too demonic to do it. Um, she would have say they were wrong under the law and not her personal feelings. That's right. If people take their personal out of this, I would advise the chat to go and look at the appeals hearing in the Supreme Court. We still don't know what the outcome of Ann requesting the questionnaires. That's a fact too. We still waiting on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Gotcha. He's been trying to have a speedy trial. Yeah. So basically, it's always some bullshit. To my understanding, Daryl McDavid has had to wait for Kels to go through this New York trial. So he's been waiting all this time. So that's why he's trying to act like he want to flex his right to a speedy trial. And I don't know what he want to rush to get locked up for, dummy. I'd be like, slow this thing down. I don't care if the trial don't never come. I mean, I guess it is pressure, you know what I'm saying? And it does linger and mess with your mind, but boy, just fall back. Miss Didi, what's going on? Chicago Barbie, hi, Skyye Lyfe, and hey, what's going on?
Hey, Miss
You
Didi.
skipped my question. What I skip, Shell?
Oh, yeah, I gotta write this down because y'all got some good questions.
Say
Hold
it
on,
again.
write this down.
Type it again, Shell. Are we keeping you, Angie? Because I don't want to be
Uh-uh.
hold. Okay. Okay. Hey, Miss Didi. Shell, type your question again. NYC, okay. They always make up some shit anyway. Trevin, thugging going down. Okay. All right. I done caught up now. Woo, I was behind, y'all. I was behind on the
Yeah,
chat.
I got two
But
things I got picked up. Okay, these
okay.
some good questions, y'all. I got these some good questions. So, lie, right? I like what you said, right? You said 2008 to 2022. Where are the other trials? If there was a pattern, which is a good counter to what I said. That's why I like to do both sides. As I told you, I look at from two sides, four positions, and my positions are what's going to, what's the winning and the losing factors on both sides, right? So, and that's a good counter to what I said as far as the pattern. Where are the additional trials? That could even include some state trials. Where are the trials with that happen with regards to that. Even if you look at the NDAs, right? I think the NDAs were all like early on or whatever, but and I think one came about with JP or whatever. You could even look at that. So other claims, like not criminal charges, but you can also incorporate civil charges as well, civil claims. So that's um a good point to make. Now, it's check this out right here, right? I think, and for Daryl McDavid with this speedy trial thing, right, and this severance, I think he is trying to get severed, right? And let me tell you the significance of a severance. What a severance is, it does a couple things, right? If you are a defendant, you can have your charges, the trial split up, so you could do some, in one setting and in one front of one jury, and then the other ones in the front of another jury, right? Or and a severance also means that if you got co-defendants, they can sever their cases from your ass, because the whole thing, the whole little trick or whatever with severance is that you're trying to prevent all of that evidence coming in front of that set of jurors, right? That one set of jurors. So if you are co-defendant and you played a minimal role in whatever the defendant got going on, you don't want that jury to see all his shit and have it all confused with yours, and then becomes prejudicial to you. Meaning they're probably gonna convict your ass too. You're probably gonna get a harsher sentence, and you're most likely not going to be found not guilty. So, and I think that's the game that McDavid is trying to play. So that's why the lawyer was cutting up on that phone. And another thing is, so I just looked at the dates that I caught with the motion to adopt. So he probably also mad because J-Bo said in that motion to dismiss, no, that motion to adjourn, is that what it is? Hold on. Let me see which one it was. That motion to, what she want? Motion to the one that she just put out. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Because I want y'all to go back. Okay, and that motion to continue, right? She's probably the McDavid and his attorney probably 357 mad because she said that pretty much said that if it comes down to it, she will throw McDavid under the bus, drive the bus, and back up over him. Yeah, she said it. Yeah, she said it. If it comes down to her client and his ass, that's exactly what she would do. Throw
Let's
his
go.
ass up on the bus.
Let's
So
go.
that's why he was probably acting so damn crazy yesterday in that courtroom, because she also said that she hasn't spoken with either counsel with regards to the strategy, the moving forward, right? And he probably got pissed because he jumped on her motion to dismiss on the 6th. Here it is on the 9th. She writing like she don't know them. Like, yeah, I would throw his ass under the bus. Yes, I
Right.
will. So
Right.
that's why he probably was like, I want a severance. And the other, and she didn't say that about Milton Brown, his attorney. That lady said, man, I'm good with whatever J-Bo doing. I'm straight. I'm good. I ain't worried about no severance. I don't plan to file one. Whatever date she want to go with, I'm good.
That's how I would. I ain't trying to make no smoke. I'm rolling with the boat. I mean,
Yeah.
and, don't have no unnecessary attention be brought to you now. Just sit down.
Right,
Sit.
right. He was in there, but he was like, man, this helping him with all this foolishness. I want out. I want off. I want out. And because
I
she
get,
said,
but because I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want to be wrapped up in no trap with Kels
right.
right now. I get it. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
fake phony clown, you all your life you've been sitting up here riding on his coattail, spending his money and carrying on and reaping the benefits of it. See, and that's what people need to understand. Once again, real life situations. when you were dealing with all these people, you might have a celebrity friend. You might be dating the biggest drug dealer in the neighborhood while you ride in the car, smoking the weed, drinking, having fun, going to the places they taking you shopping and all that. Understand when this doomsday, you also gonna be brought in. Okay, don't try and
Mm-hmm.
turn coat and run for the border when the feds come in. Okay,
You're
you was
right.
enjoying it. He buying you J's when he was getting J's. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's I'm telling you, Andrew, they don't understand this game. When it's good, it's good.
Right,
Look,
right.
you can talk to many heavy hitters, okay? Big hats. They'll tell you when they fell off, the people around them, you would have thought they ain't never know 'em. They was gone, okay? But when that money was rolling in and they was on the boat on the lake, oh, you was there, okay?
Yeah.
Feds knocking on the door, we can't find you. It's gun smoke.
You're
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
That's what
Like,
it
what
is.
the hell?
Damn it, they were trying to do that. Now you want to run? Now you
Right.
want to run? You
Right.
know you spent all this money, homie, big homie.
Right.
I
Now
swear to
you,
God.
yeah, but he probably got mad because that lady told, like that. Listen, she is a female attorney. She is a specialized in appellate issues. She will put your ass down like a dog if it
That
comes to you or her client. And
yes,
she's
you
telling
out of
you. She's telling you.
there. At Cheryl BYTF. I am looking. Angie, do you see her comment? I don't see it.
Where? Who?
Cheryl BYTF. She's saying she retyped her comment. She said I skipped it,
Uh,
and then I don't see it.
hold
I-
on.
Did you put some cuss words in it? Because maybe it's not coming through. I don't see your comment,
Oh
Cheryl.
yeah. Okay. I don't see nothing, Chef.
I don't see it. Try and retype it again. Make sure you don't put no cuss words or none in there, and it'll go through. Cause I don't.
Right. I don't see it. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. And she says, Andrew, is that the Supreme Court question? Is that it? Because I answered that one.
Was it up higher?
Okay, no, she said none of them came from Robert. They came at David and Susan Law. They came from okay. Yeah, you have to scroll. No, is it the Supreme question? The Supreme Court question? Because I answered that one.
No, that was somebody else's. That's what I'm saying. I don't see her.
No, I see her say, was it? Oh, child, I'm confused. I don't see it. But yeah, he
Yeah,
was
retype.
girl. You should have heard him on that. You should have heard that him on that call, baby. He was not having it. He was like, man, look him. She tripping. She up here and put in there. I done jumped on her motion to dismiss on the 6th. Here she come on the 9th talking about uh they gonna have testimony and evidence that's gonna be adverse to one another. She already saying, listen, I'm the star
That's right.
and you the background.
That's, and
But
you
I
better
will put you
go play.
down.
Now get puffy and get my attention on you if you want to. You better just come ride this boat, and
Yeah.
going. Don't
Yeah,
try and
like the
figure
other one.
sad.
And
Just
so you could tell that the his attorney was a white guy, but Milton, I think his attorney was a black female. She was like, it's like she was telling the judge, because he was saying, they was talking about, what they plan to file and all this, and they the black lady was like, after his attorney was like, he got a problem with this, problem with that, and all that. She was like, the black man, look here, I ain't trying to get no severance. I'm fine with whatever date y'all want to go ahead with the case. I'm not, because because McDavid attorney wants to have the case sooner, not no pushback. So of course he bumping ahead with J-Bo with that because she wanted pushback, and he wants a severance. He wants to get off this. Now let me tell you this right here. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you something else about a severance. Now, R. Kelly can waive his rights, not severance, I'm sorry, can waive his rights to a speedy trial. He could do that. That way, he can have all the time, well, not all the time, but he can have some extra time to get prepared and all of that. It's a dirty game, y'all.
It's a
He
very dirty.
can waive his rights.
Now, then nobody had you. I'm watching. Nobody has got blocked. I ain't seen nobody get hit. None of that. All I know is sometimes it's certain words that you can't say in the chat. So just make sure if you write it, don't put no cuss words in it. And it should. She said my question is about 9 comments up. I promise you, Shell B. I don't see.
Yeah.
Do y'all see this comment from Shell B? She said scroll down. I don't see it, and I'm going slow. It say you skip my question, and then when I go down, it says I retype my question. Yeah, I don't see it, babe. I don't see your question. Right. Don't nobody see it, Cheryl. I mean, Shell. I don't know what's going on. Try and type it again. Just make sure ain't no cuss words in it. Bojine said
Mhm.
nobody can get it. That's right. When it comes down to her client, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Anybody can get it.
nobody playing with
Tear
you.
your ass up.
We gonna throw you up under that bus. If you think
Right. And be driving it.
any
What is
and
you
all
talking
this,
about?
boy, you the small fry on here. I hate to say it, but you are.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like, why are you tripping? If you don't sit down somewhere, set it
Yeah,
down.
and that's my thing. And people, you have to understand the. You just gotta understand the game. When you running with a celebrity, and you were, and like I said, real life, running with a guy that's moving weight, stealing cars, got a chop shop, got a car wash, doing illegal activity. You just have to know the thing that comes behind the fun times, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new.
Hmm.
This ain't the first time the feds then came knocking. And most times
Yeah. It's
when
like,
they
that's
come,
crazy.
especially if you was really entangled with the other person, ain't no running.
Hmm.
Take the
Not at
charge.
all.
It's pitiful.
Not
They
at all.
want
So,
the times, but man, on bad day, you want to disappear. Ain't none of that. I know them guys with Takashi 6 9. I wish they sure would have. I bet you they like, oh, we should have left that fool alone. Hit me. And she said, "Are you going live later? And if so, I will be there. Gotta go, inmate. Wait, gotta get out these inmate infested clothes. So wait, okay. So do you work at the Yeah, I want you to come on the panel because if you work in the correctional system, I'd love to ask you some questions. But yes, I will
no,
go
it's already. Go
later.
ahead.
Are you going live
No,
later?
honey, it's always so BS. Listen, this could be my live. I'll probably go live tomorrow so I can expound
Okay,
on this stuff. Yeah,
okay.
but yeah, no, I'm using this is a 10% of my life.
Okay. Well, listen
I'm
to this,
tired.
y'all. Angie's name is Put it in the chat, Angie. Our channel
Oh,
by
our channel by Angie. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna put it
that's
in
a
there.
channel. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. And if you want, if somebody
Thank
could
you,
put a
man.
link in the chat, I appreciate that. She said, "Can y'all see it now?" Nope, I do not see it. Yeah, she must be using a forbidden word. Yeah,
Yeah, what you got it blocked on? You got it set unless YouTube is blocking it because I mean Google is blocking it because Google block it too.
oh, I didn't
Oh
know that.
wow, Shell, that's crazy. I don't see nothing, and I'm outside on the YouTube channel. I don't see it either. That's crazy.
Yep, I don't see it. I swear I don't see it. Okay, there you go. Our channel by Angie. That's her channel right there. But I guess you guys, if nobody else want to come up, we could about wrap it up. We had a good session, and Angie, you are much appreciated. Um,
Thank you so
you
much.
know, this is just I am just this. Okay, let me ask you this because I want to make sure I'm clear on this. The thought in the New York case, there was the 17-year-old That was the star witness that gave the allegation. Now they saying was Geronda 16 or 17?
I think
To
they saying she was 16.
That's what I wasn't clear on. Was they saying she was 16? I know they said the grand thought was 17. So I think they
I'm not
were
calling them girl thoughts. Girl, no.
16.
Oh
This
no, Scott. No, I
and
think they say when she was 16, I believe. Yes, ma'am.
the thought is the nice name. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I really, I get off. I will get off on them.
oh
The thought is
no.
the thing, but and I can't. The other ones, I think they was all 16 and 17, y'all, and which is pitiful to me because those of you don't know, I am not in support of the age of consent, and I damn sure don't think no 17-year-old is a minor, and I go to my grave with it, and I don't care. Dig me up. And I'm still gonna have my same stance. Bury me again, dig me up again. I still feel the same way. I'm not in agreement with it. But and neither is and this is my thing. This is what I don't get. How come the feds, Angie, can have a whole separate group of laws? Maybe I can't ask that. But I want to ask that. Why do the feds get to have a different age of consent versus the state laws or something? It's just not right. It should be the same
Well,
everywhere.
well, yeah, it should be. That's what I said. It's a lot of stuff that should be the same everywhere, but it's just not. And by the feds is just one, one unit. Actually, they have that one age of consent.
That's just pitiful, y'all.
Hmm.
Pitiful. So he is getting charged because of the federal charge of basically that girl being 17. And until I clarify, I think the other one was 16. He's getting life, y'all. They got him up for life charges for having sex with a thought that was 16 and 17 years old. Okay, now put that in your pipe and think about that when you smoke it. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. But yeah, I might go back live later on because I really, I guess I got to get in this doggone machine and look up some
Hmm.
doggone paperwork. Um, but I do appreciate everybody coming on here. Uh, okay, yeah, Courtney Love did say 16. Yeah, so the other one was 16. And y'all know me, y'all that follow me, y'all know when I call them with that, that's the nice word.
Oh,
I
there
don't,
go the question right there. There go the question. I
yeah,
see it. Okay, it
finally.
says, what are the possibilities of someone getting time served at sentencing out of fear of the defendant getting a retrial or an appeal? Oh shit. You know what? That's I've never even heard that happen um or ever heard of anything like that in a judge's opinion once he sentenced someone. You know, I mean, I just don't see time served for that for all them crimes. That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm
But
I pray for it, but seeing her
yeah,
my thing. And I look at things in totality. And I mean, I'm going out the legal system, and I'm coming with the documentary, and I'm going all the way down to the Kim Fox. I'm going through now. Then now I'm hitting the trial, dealing with Ann Donnelly and how she carried it. Everything has been all bad for Kels. We have not seen a glimmer of hope outside of Bojine coming to the forefront. You see what I'm saying? Everything's been
right,
all bad, all negative. So let's use my word, a pattern. That's the pattern that I'm looking at. So for them to all of a sudden get to the sentencing after you done drugged the man all the way through this whole process, beat him up, tied his hands behind his back, froze his money, ain't give him a good shot to win a case, why would you then come in with a life sentence? You see what I'm saying? But then again, there's always God and there's always God's grace. So we could never not put that into the equation. But on the man level, on the human level, I just, the pattern establishes that they're going to try and slam them. That's just me.
right, right. And that, and that sentencing, that PSR report, yeah, I mean, it didn't, it. I don't know how you could. She, I mean, she doing, and yeah, and one thing you got to understand, if she loses some motions and all of that, what have you, you just leave her alone. I mean, she is doing. I think that she is probably the best person for this job. She's a 2-in-1. She's a
Mm-hmm.
defense attorney, and plus she's a specialized in appellate issues. That's a 2-in-1.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
That's a specialty.
yeah, she's a 2-in-1. So
Oh,
this is what I'm saying. She's going to craft a defense that's if if he's found guilty again, her defense is going to coincide with her appeals and it's not going to contradict one another. That's also an issue when it comes to the trial and appeals, because you don't want your trial, your appeal to contradict what you said in trial, because they're gonna catch that. You
okay.
know, so it's a lot of things. That's why she was arguing about the things that he may say on his PSR and his mitigation report being prejudicial in his upcoming case in Illinois. And it could be, that's what she was arguing, because you can't you want to craft your strategy for the long game.
Uh-huh. Look, like I said, you'll be gone for 6 months. You ain't lying. But I'm gonna tell you this. Right now, I'm off work. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mhm.
basically in recovery. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing some laughs, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be another 6 months. I'm gonna have my little break. And the nonsense that done happened then brought me back sooner than I thought, because I wasn't gonna try and come back till Saturday. But yeah, the Regents then brought me back sooner. But yeah, I ain't got nothing to do later on. You see what I'm saying? Only thing that be stopping me from the land tonight will be a movie, but I will come back because I want to get everybody the chance to come up here and chop it up and say what they gotta say, and we'll go from there. But Angie, we just hold on, let me make sure I ain't messed up. Yes, it's been, but it's always the darkest before the dawn. We must not fret and keep our focus and faith in the Most High is in control. That's right. Fret not thyself for evildoers, neither be thou envious of the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green earth. You better tell them. You better tell them. Um, yeah, but basically, you guys, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to me. I had a baby. Okay, I had a baby,
Oh
and it was
wow.
fibroid.
Oh, there's a fibroid. And
Angie,
I
look, I
lost my
go to
five,
the
10 pounds.
doctor. That's why I'm like, I could have had a baby. She was like, yeah, I had the same surgery as a woman giving a C-section. I said, why I be damn. I be damn.
Right,
I
right.
gave
Oh
birth
wow.
to a fibroid, y'all. So I done had a baby, y'all. And it's
It was
named
just
fibroid.
one.
You said, was it one?
It's just one of them or several.
No, by the time they got to it, it was four. So it was
Oh.
a big one though. It was a big one, and that's how
Mm.
they caught wind of it, because it was so big. My OB-GYN, but when I look back, I'm like, did that thing just grow overnight? Because I've been going to my OB-GYN to get my checkups every year. So how all of a sudden it's a size of an orange? You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
wow.
it went, it was like a big one, a smaller one, and then two little ones. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Wow.
So you women, y'all, especially, and they told me that it's how she said, it's more, it happens more in African American women. So it's
Right.
something. means that and I talked to my family members, some of them that had the procedure too. You know how you'll start talking and they be like, "Oh yeah, I had that done too," and I'm like, "You did?" But yeah, basically,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, they gave me like a C-section and I gave birth to a fibroid, so I'm healing. You know, I'm healing.
Right.
I'll be all
Well, I'm
right.
glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you are healing and they were able to, get it before, they have to do something worse. Yeah. That's
Right.
good though.
Got bad because sometimes they be trying to do the whole hysterectomy, and I'm like, hold
Mm-hmm.
on now. You know what I'm
Hold
saying? I
on.
might be a man or something in a couple weeks and try and have me a baby or something. All my friends started laughing, girl. They was like, "You don't want no kids." And they hurt my little heart, Angie. I was like, "That y'all so mean. You don't want no kids." I might want me a baby or something. What if I find a man of my dreams real quick? You know what I'm saying? And then my mom
Right.
was,
Right.
I don't want to be no old mama. To your kid will be, you know what I'm saying? You'll be at death's door when the kid be coming out of high school. I'm like, y'all is mean. I
Yeah,
swear.
I be telling Jojo, I said, you gonna have to, you gonna have to put that Janet Jackson on me. Janet
That
Jackson when she
oh,
was 50 when she had that baby.
that was what she was. That's why I tell people. I'm like, Janet was at least 50 when she
Yeah,
had.
she was 50 when she had that baby. Like,
Yeah,
what the hell? Is you crazy? And
baby,
then as you all get older, you are at, you got risk for a whole bunch of stuff, but you got a high risk for having twins.
there
And
you go.
twins running my family. Are you
Woo,
crazy?
child. If the two of y'all have some twins, I'm telling y'all, we gonna be like Angie ain't gonna laugh no more. We gonna be like this all we gonna do JoJo gonna be the one doing the last. We gonna be like JoJo ask Angie, cause I swear, when
I'm over here,
woo,
like, dude, don't stop asking me all these questions. I'm over here patting these babies, and you ain't doing shit, but
right,
I'm around cussing people out. Help me out
right.
with these babies.
I swear to God, woo, twins. That's and shout out to everybody. That's what I said too. Shout out to all y'all parents, especially y'all women who had C-sections. I understand and I get it. Cause this the thing I was thinking about too the other day. I just had the procedure. I ain't got to worry about the baby getting up because the baby hungry. You see what I'm saying? Imagine a woman
Right.
section and you still got to get up and take care of this baby.
Yeah.
and
With
I'm
them
I'm telling y'all,
staples
it
and
took me a
whatever they
week.
do.
This ain't no joke. They cut me over like a watermelon. That joke that these when women have these babies, you better shout them out. That's not no joke. Giving
Let me
birth,
tell
no
you,
joke.
I am a little bitty, you know, Lord, why am I going to that girl? Do you know when I had my baby, I had it natural with I didn't have no epidural. And the only little medicine they gave me was a little bit of Demerol. That was way when I was having the contractions. I didn't have none of that in the damn delivery because I'm listening to old folk talking about, oh, you don't want no epidural because you can get paralyzed. You get paralyzed and all this stupidity. So I listened to them. By the time I was at 5 centimeters or whatever that shit stuff called, when I was at 5, I was hollering, give me the epidural, give me anything. That lady came and told me it's too late. So apparently you can't get one after you're 5 centimeters. Apparently you can't get it.
Uh
Boy, I listen, I was in so much pain, I was crying with no tears, just looking
oh
ugly and crazy. Do you know I pushed a 8 pound, 8 ounce baby? Do you know they had to sew me up from one hole to
oh
the next?
God. So you
I
had that
sat on
talking about? Oh God.
Yes,
Shout
I had
out
a
to
cyst bath. I had a
girl.
cyst. If anybody know
They,
about a cyst bath, that means that you got stitches down yonder, and you got to
yeah,
sit on that little thing and cool it with a little water, a little medicine water they give you for them stitches. Do y'all know that every time that I felt the sensation to go to the restroom, I just started crying because I knew they was gonna burn them
yeah,
stitches.
yeah.
Okay,
I heard
don't bother me. I done been through it. Don't bother
yeah,
me.
I have heard that. People, I have friends that told me about that. I hear what you saying. They have told me about that.
Yes. I was
My
sitting over a sis Bible. It says, Angie, can Jennifer call McDavid to the stand to cut? Can she call him to the stand?
Let me answer this real quick. The
Yeah.
fibroid started at the size of an orange, and then it was about a grapefruit by the time I got it out, and it had three other little ones with it. Thank you for everybody and their well wishes. I am getting better. She said, now take the leather forehead scare. You know who I'm talking about. So your fibroids were larger than the forehead. About that, candidates and for newer surgery, which is advanced now, no cut. Oh, really? Now that's
Oh wow, I
that's
never heard that.
and I will tell y'all this because they did. Look, I'm telling y'all all my little business. They came back and it wasn't no they wasn't cancerous, y'all know, because they test them, but they was benign. Angie can
Oh
Jennifer
wow.
come to the stand, cut him to the stand.
Huh?
Oh,
Cut it.
can she
Yeah.
basically can she this is my thing. If they co-defendants, can she call him to testify? That's I don't understand this. When you got a co-defendant, can you call
Yeah.
him to testify against Kels, or is he supposed to be Kels' friend in this joint venture? I don't get it.
Yeah, you can be called to testify, but I doubt if it would be against. Well, unless he's snitching. And if he's snitching, then yeah, you're gonna get up there and sell it all. But if you get called to the stand, now you don't have to testify. Y'all remember that. Nobody has to testify if you on that left side of the paper. You don't have to testify. Okay? But if you do, then most likely they take that stand, you could probably think that they're going to implicate themselves as well as R. Kelly. It's going to be hard not to. But most likely they're not taking a stand. They
Okay,
shouldn't.
so
I mean, I'm not giving this is not legal advice, so I'm just talking. So
yeah,
I mean, if
cause
I forget, sometimes I forget about the clauses, but yeah.
this is interesting because when you say co-defendant, you kind of look like okay, we kind of not friends. I don't want to use that word, but we kind of on the same
Hmm.
side.
Hmm.
However, if you asking or might even be inferring that you want a severance, are you trying to separate yourself and then go against Kels with this severance? Or because to me, you like you saying, you gonna self-incriminate yourself because they already got you attached to Kels. This is interesting. That's
Hmm.
interesting.
It is. It is, and it's a lot of issues that can come about when you not I ain't say a lot, but it's issues that can come about because I'll explain that later date because it'd be statements that's made outside of the court and all of that. A lot of stuff, lot of that stuff like that can come about. So, but I'll go into that
I'm
probably
gonna ask you
tomorrow.
one more question and then we're gonna get out of here and close out. If
Uh-huh.
Now if he co-defendants, then that means there's gonna be a time when his attorney is gonna get up and plead his case, McDavid's case. So his sentencing will be separate from Kells's, correct? If he gets found guilty.
They're gonna sentence him probably all at the same time, but it's going to be, of course, it's going to be like separate. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is like they're not gonna get all a blanket sentence. They're gonna get separate, separate years
That,
or whatever if they found guilty or whatever.
okay. Woo, y'all. Well, we done went over a whole lot today. I hope you guys are enlightened. We're about to go ahead and get up out of here because I guess we take a break and then I come back later on and we'll see what else we're gonna talk about. But Angie, thank you so much for coming on. If you have any closing statements, you can go ahead and say them.
No, I like, going, channel hopping or whatever, and just answering stuff or clear out the blue or whatever. That's what I like to do. So I like to do. So
Well,
not a
you are.
problem, y'all.
And thank you for coming over here because I learned a lot. I'm actually gonna go back and listen to this live, because we did go over a lot versus the Chicago and the New York case. But everybody, please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. That way you'll get notifications when I go live. Everybody, please hit the like button. When you hit the like button, it puts my channel into the algorithm so YouTube share it with other people. That'll bring more people to the channel when you hit the like button or the dislike button. Hit something though on your way out. But as always, everybody pray for Kels. This is gonna be something else. This trial is, you know, he's facing life, you guys. So we gotta pray. Uh, pray for a great outcome from him or the best outcome possible. So I will come back later on tonight, and if you guys want to come on, y'all better come on the panel because I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about later on. I'll come on here and talk
Yeah,
about the convoy and yeah, look, bored y'all to death. But we'll come back though. But as always, thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for subscribing. Do everything in God's divine order and do everything in the spirit of righteousness to make sure righteousness prevails. Thank you guys for coming. Sky Life loves y'all. Have a good day.
yeah.